Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry for. Wow, I can hear my voice. I'm so sorry for being a little bit late. If you guys don't know, I was doing some voice acting practice for a Love and Deepspace fan thingy-majiggy that I think will be fun to do on the side. Hello, Kara987A. Hello there, nice to meet you. I think it's the first time chat, so good day to you. Nightly Voids. Hello, hi. Nice to meet you too. We're going to have a good time today. Chapter 2 of the new main story is going to be done today. We're going to break it up. Hey, Nagi, how are you doing? Why can't I hear Chinese? Okay, let's change that. Thank you very much. Anyway. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time, I think. I'll even show it at the beginning, actually. I think it's quite cool. We were literally just working on this, like, 3 minutes ago. So I'll play it to you guys since, again, with my journey with the voice acting, all that, I really don't mind sharing it and just sort of vibing with it. So I'll show you guys what we've been what I've been cooking up recently. How do I get to play it for you guys? Yeah, I'm a little bit late. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, turn this light off. Turn the light, baby, come, baby, turn the lights off. Oh, sorry, I need to turn the streamer bot on as well. Sorry. Banshee was like,
hey, Nate, you gotta stream in like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try my best now. I'm coming, y'all.
okay, stream chat's on. Why is it not on? Is it on? Why is it not working? Okay, that's something new. Oh, it's working. There you go, guys, it's working. Stream chat's working. YouTube and Twitch are now connected. You are now homogenized into one. You may now discuss the discussing. Please proceed with the discussing. But yeah, let me see if I can... I'm getting so confused. Wait, the discussing. Hello. You okay? Right, play that for a little bit. You guys okay? Ah, oh, jeez, didn't sort my hair out again. Sorry, guys. I might, like, in the middle of the break, I might just, like, come back and it's like, hey, it looks so good. Lurking, that's cool, that's cool. But yeah, we were... Fuck me, my hair is bad, isn't it? Oh, so sorry, guys. So sorry. It's because, like, I was getting directions from Jenny. She was like, you need to furrow your brow. And I was like, I'm furrowing my brow. I'm stressed. I was just like, when you and the world wake up. I was just like, trying to do Zane's voice. The whole time. Right, let me just quickly give y'all the shit that I want to show you. This is what we were cooking up earlier. I want to see, can you hear? Let me see. Can you hear? Can you hear this? When you... Yeah, you can. Nice. You can hear that, right? Did you hear me doing a Zane? The Zanening. You heard me do that, yeah? You heard that? Yeah? Okay, cool. The Zanening. Right. I was saying this to the other guys, like, so... This literally popped up today. Scarlett was like, hey, Nate. You know, guy, you know Scarlett Mother, my dearest mother? She was like, she sent it to me. Nate! Caps. Have you tried this? Wait, actually. She goes, Nate! Have you tried this? And I wrote, I have not heard of this. What is it? The Scarlet was like, the creator is looking for voice actors to voice over their comic strips. Thought it'd be something cool to do since you mentioned you were looking into voice acting. Your voice can totally do one of the lad's men. No experience needed. And I put, I will try. Not sure what character though. I'm too British. Go for it. I do see they say they are looking for VS for their other projects too. Maybe you'll get picked. Ket. I should write. I'm going to try them all. See what sticks. LOL. Okay, there you go. Anyway, finished my DM. Good job. So basically, we were working on it, and I was going through all the characters. I was trying to go through all like the thingy-ma-boobies. You guys can apply for this too for MC if you want, or the LIs. I don't know. You know, up to you really. But I kind of went through this. Sorry, my mind is moving 110% right now. I clicked the Google form. We started. You know, let's switch that to that's my private. Don't look at that. Yeah. So it's like an unpaid long-term thingamajiggy alternative universe of lads. So if you're interested, then you can apply as a voice actor as well. I personally, obviously, I'm trying to be a voice actor. I do lads, so it kind of fits. Like, let's just try it. If I do one of them, I do one of them, right? So today I was literally trying to go through the boys. I'm going to press this button here. And yeah, these are the lines that we had to do. So I've done Zane's. And I personally think my Zane's trash. His voice is very interesting to copy. But, I mean, Teal said my Raphael's quite funny. And then people are saying Xavier and Silas are my better ones. So let's give it a try. You'll probably hear or see some things with me doing it recently, but let me take you kind of through that experience today. It was quite fun, actually. So all I want you guys to do is a simple exercise, okay? Do this for me. So imagine, so this is the first line is, when you and the world wake up. I don't even remember the line. What does he say? You, not me again. You, not me again? I hope we do not meet again. Yep. Okay. Alright. So. It's not perfect, but nothing's perfect in this world, unfortunately. But I did try my best. So this is what I try to copy, okay?
She the one?
Here we go. So, listen carefully. Can you hear this, yeah?
When you and the world wake up.
Very sad, ominous, very long pause, and then...
I hope we do not meet again.
Okay. So just get yourself in the mood. Close your eyes. Imagine you've never heard of English VA and like Zane, and you just saw that, and then I'm trying to copy his voice. I'm trying to imitate like the structure and tone. Okay, so be nice in the chat. Okay, be nice. I'm trying. Okay, it's the fan dub. All right, Mamma mia. But oh wait, shit, my bad. It closes.
Oh boy, they're two at the same time playing. Oh fuck.
It closes the 4th of Feb. So literally we have to hash these out like McDonald's, honestly. I think it's this song. Is it this one? Let's just do the song. Okay. Just imagine Zane. Close your eyes. Holding his hand. Frosty hand. He's like, ah, shit. Okay. And then I'm just going to play the whole thing. So it's going to be 2 of the same voice line in Zane's voice, and then I'm just doing it like British me, basically. Okay. When you and the world wake up. I hope we don't meet again. When you and the world wake up. I hope we do not meet again. You need to take better care of yourself. Worry about your heart, for instance. You need to take better care of yourself. Worry Worry about your heart, for instance. Every snowflake will know your name. Every snowflake will know your name. Okay. So that was the whole thing. It's not bad. I would say it's not bad, it's good. It's okay. Like, so these are the lines that I had to copy. But I think he's one of my weakest voices. So I'm actually looking forward to doing Xavier's and Silas's because I think people are saying it kind of sounds kind of like it, right? So it would be cool when we do Zane's and Xavier's because, I don't know, I feel a bit more confident doing them. And, I don't know, Zane's like, when he whispers, he's a little bit like, really, pain, when you and the world wake up. I kind of like that. But then when he talks, it's like, you need to take better care of yourself. Worry about your heart, for instance. You know, he's very like, I'm a doctor. But yeah, it'll be cool. What do you guys think? You used to for tattooing, but voice act, but stopped the. You got any tips, Nightly Voids? Because I'm trying to get into it. Zane's your favorite? Wow. Oh, thank you, Mooney. Yeah, it's a free thing. It's. You thought I was French? Wow. Oh, you thought I was a French? Oh no. Why do I sound Japanese? Oh no, I am not a French. No, I am a Chinese. I am a Japanese. Anyway. Silas. We don't take off. Take care. Bye, Rollerton. Close my eyes. Good. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. It's good. It's good. British Zane, woo. Yeah, you guys don't have any T's. So, like, if you said Pop-Tart, it would be like... How'd you say Pop-Tart, actually? Pop-Art? Pop-Art? I thought you was American, Mari. So, hey. Your Xavier and Silas are very good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll try. Des, exactly. Des. We'll try to, I think it was good to start with a hard one, because I genuinely think, like, it's very difficult to imitate their voices, because they're not very cartoony, and they're not very, like, extreme voices. I think are easier to imitate, because you can tell what they're doing with their vocals, like, I don't know, let's take Krunk. He kind of talks a little bit like this, Krunk, you know, or like if it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, he'd be like, These guys are literally using their own voices, voice acting with their own voices. So copying a voice and then acting with emotions with that voice is like, oh my god, that's hard. But I'm trying. What, should I just talk like this? What if it's nasally? When you and the world wake up. Yeah, it was fun. So we've done 1 out of 5. I think it's okay for fan dubs. I think it's okay. Like, you know, I tried my best. So we've got Raphael, Silas, Xavier, and Caleb. I think Caleb will be the hardest. In my list, tier list, Caleb's the hardest voice. Zane, Raphael, Silas, Caleb. I think Silas's melodic voice is very hard to mimic, but it's slow enough, and I think I've got the same range, so I think I could try and mimic him like a British person. Yeah. Caleb will be, when I do Caleb's one, it'll be interesting, because maybe, like, for example, Jian, it says here in the script, here, it says, da-da-da-da-da, try your best to keep this contrast in mind. While I am looking for a similar voice to the official, there's a lot of wiggle room, so just try your best. A lot of wiggle room. So maybe they want the voice to be more like Asia directed. So maybe I could step into that shoes and be like, you know, because a lot of people don't like Caleb's voice. If I were to recruit use of voice and audiobook of my original novel, would you be interested in projecting like that in your voice? Yeah, absolutely. Just hit me up, like DM me or something. Join the Discord, DM me, Kifara Asia, and we can talk about it. Yeah, I'd be open to that. Cool. What's this audition for? It's just a fan dub of lads. So I don't know them, but I think Jiyun did. But Riri is doing a comic, tender moments, stuff like that. And obviously I want to become a voice actor. I'm trying to be a voice actor. So for lads specifically, I don't mind doing these things and odd things here and there. But, you know, I'm open to anything, you know, commercials or whatever. I haven't got any like official page yet because what's going on with the house extension, etc. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, but yeah, join the Discord, Kifara. Hit me up with one of the mods and DM me and stuff, and we can talk about it. It sounds exciting, curious. But yeah, that's what we're working on. We got 4 more LIs to do. Let's see what Riri thinks. I don't even know if Riri knows me. Like, I didn't know who Riri was. I hardly touched Twitter. I mean, I hardly touch it. It's not really my platform. I'll follow them. Yeah. Anyway. Today we're going to be going through more lads, and we're going to go through thank you, Caleb. It's in Japanese still. Yo, can I play this in Japanese, Xavier? Can I play this in Japanese? You guys want Japanese anime chapter 2? I did think I reflected on chapter 1. Honestly, I was a little bit bored. I think I was a little bit bored. That's why the creatine like took me so much. I was just like it was funny. A little bit bored, but I think it's setting up for something greater. How did you feel about the first track? I wasn't there when you streamed. It was a little bit like slow. You know, it was okay. Isaiah. Did you guys try creatine, by the way? Isaiah is so funny. Jeremiah is so funny. Those two dynamics, I want more. Xavier was kind of like in the background, along with MC. I feel like it was like the Isaiah Jeremiah show. So I loved that. Yeah. Actually, do you know what? For the benefit of voice acting, because I need to do Xavier's voice, I need to switch it back to English. I need to hear Xavier's English voice and like replicate it. Or maybe, yeah, I need to do that. For specifically Xavier, I need to do this. What the hell is it doing? The unzipping? Yo! The unzipping. Okay. Yeah, Isaiah's really funny. It's like, by my blade, my holy blade, you shall jewel me, royal family, decree. And he gets his ass whooped by Xavier. It's pretty funny. Gamesy, if you just missed it, there is a post online at the moment by Riri, and they're looking for people to voice act the Love and Deepspace love interest. So, I would play it for you again, but I think I'm a little bit too embarrassed to do it again. But if you rewind the VOD or you go on YouTube, basically I've done Zane's voice over. And I think it's one of my weakest voices. But basically, they're looking for love interest, fan dub. You know, it's good practice, it's good experience for me. So, I need to switch that. Don't look at that, please. Thank you. Why does it keep changing back to that one as well? It's so annoying. Anyway, yeah. So I've done Zane's, I've voiced Zane's, and like these were the lines I had to deliver, and I don't even know where they're from. The only one I knew was "When you and the world wake up, I hope we do not meet again," and I've already done that. So, with that out of the way, let's go back. Okay. Does that make sense? Isaiah and Jeremiah carried it, yeah. Yeah, Isaiah is really funny. Right, let's go chapter 2.
Curious about how I concentrate?
No, not really. See you later, Caleb. Thank you. Yeah, it's you need it. If you listen to it, just close your eyes, play some music in the background. Oh, I've already do it for you. Close your eyes, listen to it. Like, try not to be too critical against the original voice actor, because obviously it's very hard to mimic his voice. But yeah, we tried. I had a lot of direction from the Discord community. So, fuck me, it's hot in here. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Isaiah. Fuck's sake. Did I say it again? I slipped. Unbeknownst to anyone, a small flower delivery truck sits at the end of the aerial tunnel's frontage road. You can hear it, right? I'm not muted, am I? Fucking hell, I'm so paranoid now. The vehicle blends into its surroundings. Jeremiah's movements have reached a level that's beyond my comprehension. I've heard of space warp technology, but I always thought it was nothing more than a theory. Something for the distant future. I feel a little nervous. But that anxiety quickly recedes like a tide when I hear a poorly stifled yawn. Tavia, I can't believe you're sleepy right now. Don't you feel on edge?
You're the one who's too nervous.
We're about to do a space warp.
It's more like jumping. It sounds impressive, but
It's actually really impressive.
Jeremiah takes a break from his work and he goes, actually.
don't listen to him. He's just bragging. This isn't a real space warp. You can imagine it as an elevator that's slightly faster than usual. We just don't know which floor it'll stop at.
Maggie's so happy with Xavier. So cute. I'm somewhat stunned. Is it really just an elevator?
Range safety measures are in place, and the emergency brakes are functional. Everything's ready. What about you guys?
I love... This is Caleb's VA, right? Sounds just like him. The window's rearview mirror decoration, sturdy leaves, and delicate flower petals begin to vibrate at the same rate. Jeremiah's hands pauses in midair, his gaze sweeping over each of us. Although he appears slightly tense, he's not too anxious. I like Jeremiah's voice. In the silence, he presses his lips together and activates the vehicle's warp drive. Or in American, it's warp. A loud hum bursts forth from within me, and it almost instantly blurs my consciousness. All my senses are in turmoil. My body and soul are thrown into chaos. At that moment, a hand quickly grasps mine. My trembling heart settles and allows my consciousness to flow freely. Jeremiah is so cool. I agree, Franzi. It's really hot in this room. Invisible forces draw upon pure energy born from nothingness. They twist time and space. They accumulate and condense. Invisible, no, that's the same thing. A giant star's death builds the framework for this energy. A collision in a binary star system strengthens its form. They're separating it really weirdly. A wave of meteorite bombardment covers it within an outer shell. Finally, a faint fluctuation from cosmic strings sends it into orbit. I just realized I had the seat on my Tekken settings, which is very low. After being incubated for hundreds of millions of years, it takes on the appearance of a young planet. Move this here. Done. Sorry guys, I'm still fumbling with my settings. There, and then there. Okay, there. Alright, darlings, I'm here. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Ah. The birth of the universe, its flourishing growth, decline, and eventual collapse into an ether core play in an endless loop. It's a cycle of perpetual renewal. Light and dust flicker as they flow past, and at first, it's impossible to tell whether I'm moving forward or backward, ascending or descending. It's as if my consciousness is being swept along a river. It converges in the torrents until it falls into the vast ocean of the cosmos. At that moment, the flowing universe calms and reaches a complete standstill. It's the perfect time to wake up. The restraints on my consciousness return bit by bit. Scattered thoughts and confused, fragmented memories are picked up and restored one by one. I remember who I am, and I know with certainty that I haven't fallen into the universe because my body's about to collapse this time. Was that because of the space warp? Everything in my periphery is still, and the universe is frozen in this moment. What is going on? The past, present, and future converge like countless rivers, meeting at the same point. Time loses its meaning, and everything throughout eternity unfolds within my consciousness. In that moment of a thought flashing, something establishes a connection with me. It's a hollow planet. I look towards it. When I see the dying planet whose energy has been depleted, everything begins to flow. Massive artificial satellites sweep across nearby orbits. At the same time, a bright speck of light rises from the planet. Without any hesitation, it plunges into the torrent of space and time. It looks familiar to me. That's a ring-shaped ship. It's Traceback 2?
What the buck is going on, guys? What the buck?
So we did a space warp time thing, and MC's like blurring into conscious unreality and reality, or whatever, right? Converging past, here we go. Loving you so wrong, but I can't hide it. Underneath the moonlight in the darkness. I need to change this to this. I'm still not ready, oh my gosh. Mate. What are you doing?
Nothing.
I see Traceback 2's starting point, and I almost see every moment after it began its journey. Is Xavier in there? Repeating his name in my heart, I fall toward that ring-shaped ship. It's as if I'm descending into the river of time where it exists. The rising bubbles transform into stars of various sizes and scatter, and the ship's outline rapidly becomes clear. The scars on the spaceship's hull that I had seen aren't there yet. The compartments that were broken in my memory are now bustling with life. This is what they looked like during their mission. The small spaceship's portholes frame several scenes of varying activity. On the cluttered workbench are equipment of various sizes, some familiar and some not. They sit in piles. I've seen traces of them at Jeremiah's place. Two sisters who look alike are polishing their comrades' badges, the gleaming metal sparkling brilliantly in their hands. 5 or 6 people wearing the same uniform gather in the center. They're animatedly discussing something while looking at several holographic star charts with overlapping galaxies. In the distance, regularly blinking panels and instrument display runs smoothly, their faint light occasionally illuminating a distant figure. Their uniforms. I feel like I've wore one myself. I watch the backtrackers from another space-time as if they're part of a vivid, lifelike, silent film. Most of them are people I never met before, so why do I feel a sense of familiarity? I only just did Zane. Be gentle. The crowd around the holographic charts is suddenly agitated. I suppress my quickened heartbeat and move closer to the porthole. I can make out certain faces among them. Isaiah, fuck! Ah! In the center are 2 figures, and one of them seems to be Isaiah. Why does he look like he just got into a fight? Following his gaze, I see Jeremiah's smug face. It really is a predictable matchup. What about Xavier? I don't see him anywhere. As if in an omniscient dream, my consciousness guides me as I float along the exterior of Traceback 2. In the furthest window, or in the farthest window, I finally see a familiar figure. Ah, there is the Lightseeker's uniform. The distance between the portholes is so great that he appears to be alone from the outside. He's away from the crowd located at the other end of the spaceship. But this doesn't make him look lonely. He's watching the commotion and everyone is held within his gaze. The relationships were really good back then. What happened? A gaze that transcends time and space is like dark matter. Even when it intrudes upon the world within the portholes, no one should notice it. But that figure wearing light-colored clothing suddenly gets up and walks towards the window.
That is huge! That is absolutely huge!
Hey, it's a raid. It's a huge raid. Whoa! Yo, hey Coco Bunny. How are you doing? How are you guys? Welcome to the stream. A fluffy of unhinged bunnies is hopping in yo stream. Bunny Raid is here. A fluffle of unhinged bunnies is hopping in yo stream. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Shout out to Coco Bunny. Well done, Karaoke Banshee. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Nate Doggo. I am primarily at the moment a Love and Deep Space content creator, and today we are covering chapter 2 of the main story of the 4 newest chapters. I don't actually know which one this is called, but we're doing great. Yeah, I mean it's a good stream so far. We're just talking about. So I applied to. Well, let me reel it back a little bit. Boom, bitches. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate the. Was that a follow? Did I cut you out? Whoops. Crow baby, BB. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. But yeah, we were looking at this application for voice acting. We reposted it, and I'm going to try and do all the LIs. So we'll try and do somewhat of a good job of them. Kamesy gave me some really nice feedback as well just now to say, slow it down a bit, brother. So, okay. I hear you, Kamesy. But thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you. Grab your water, grab your teas and coffees. You probably have other things to do as well. But for all you guys that are following me right now, I appreciate you, every single one of you. And I have all alerts muted on this page. Why do I have that muted on this page? Thank you very much for the follows. Witch Starfall, I appreciate you too. Nice to meet you. Welcome in. So hopefully the idea of our streams usually is that I read these stories, I have my thoughts and opinions on them, and we have a good old time. Hippish? I'm sorting out my chat because it's gone everywhere. Right, let's see. What did you guys cover today? What did you cover, Coco? When will we be doing that on stream? Oh, the voice acting. Well, I do it on my Discord and I ask for help and direction. So we did Zane's new solo. Oh, I haven't done that. It's a secret kiss, right? Cool, cool, cool. That's sick. Damn. That's really sick. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's good. I'm not covering it because I don't have the card, and I have a lot to catch up with after the quiz. So we're doing the main snorry. We're doing the main story, and I hope you enjoy the process as we go along this. Grab your popcorn, grab your water. You've worked hard. Whoa. Elenea has followed. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. But I know you've worked hard, Cocoa Bunny, so grab your water, grab your drinks, and if you have spare time, enjoy the show, okay? Awesome. Thanks, guys, for the raid. I love that raid gif. I need to update my stream alerts because not all of them are updated, but I absolutely love the tornado guy talking about the how big it is. No worries, of course. You haven't gotten far in the story just yet, don't you worry. And for you guys who have, I think most people have already covered the story, so yeah, this is my first time reaction to it, so okay. Xavier! My racing heart is seemingly pounding against my eardrums. As he moves closer, I unconsciously shift to the porthole as well. I don't know what my current form is. I only want to press my hand against his palm as it rests on the other side of the window. Touch me. Excuse me? Oh, my bad. That ain't a touch. In that moment, those eyes that have already seen everything look out. His peaceful gaze is endless. I don't know if my figure is reflected in his eyes, or maybe the countless stars in deep space cover his vision. Space shakes violently. My consciousness grows hazy, and I can only feel myself being pulled backwards. I fall onto something soft. This is a scene? A vehicle compartment. The spacecraft overlaps with the Philo delivery truck that's filled with flowers. My palm touches a window. It's not a porthole, it's a window of a truck. Everything instantly becomes real. Has the cosmic consciousness convergence ended? What a tongue twister, what was that? Cosmic convergence? As if confirming my thoughts, the compartment keeps shaking. My consciousness withdraws from the emptiness of space at an increasingly fast pace. I can't help but feel a surge of urgency. I look towards my periphery. I want to see what lies at the end of the current where Traceback 2 is located. I didn't think I'd see a destroyed planet there. It's Earth! A certain voice rings out in my consciousness. That is Traceback 2's destination. It's what will become of the current Lincoln in the near future. In the backtracking torrent, the Earth's core flows with light once again. It continuously swallows the energy that had escaped. The tectonic plates that had already disintegrated are being pulled in the opposite direction. The planet's condition is being reversed. Among all this, a streak of silver light rushes towards the massive vortex formed by dust, meteorites and planetary debris. At last, is buried deep within the reformed planet. How could this have happened? Didn't Traceback 2 reach Earth? Panic grips my heart. My gaze moves away, and Traceback 2 travels quietly through deep space. I see Xavier turn, and the cosmic fluctuation detector behind him receives a new signal. It's impossible to know what he saw. All worry sink into the sea of consciousness, and lucidity once again distances itself from me. Silas took you 6 hours to do? Damn! I, above the familiar Earth, saw myself. The me on Earth is looking through the truck compartment's barrier to gaze at the void above. Meanwhile, the me in the air is rapidly falling. I see the image of myself reflected in my eyes. The familiar giant eye that once devoured me. Once the observer's vision leaves the cosmos, the changes don't stop. The space-time current that Traceback 2 is traveling on, along with the countless other currents whose origins can't be seen, has arrived at the same turning point. This is a turning point outside the natural order, thus their direction is changed. A predetermined future shatters. What the hell is going on? The air twists, a rift appears, and it spits out a small truck. A barrier opens just in time. It catches the vehicle half a second before it lands, which prevents everything and everyone from being smashed into pieces.
Great. It was a safe landing. Whoa. Our spaceship?
The place we landed at is none other than the depths of No Hunt Zone number 42. We're next to Traceback 2. The hazy sounds of amazement intensify my dizziness. I blink and the first thing I feel is the hand I'm gripping for some reason. Xavier tightly held by both my hands this whole time.
Can you hear me? Do you feel dizzy or nauseous?
Xavier?
Yeah, it's me.
What I'm leaning against changes from a truck door into something warmer and softer. Then the door opens and the scent of the forest rushes in. For one whole minute, I'm reacquainted with myself and let Xavier come back into focus. It feels like a lifetime ago.
Huh?
Still slightly overlapping with those images, he approaches me. Warm fingers gently brush against the area near my eye. The evening breeze stirs. The slight coolness on my moistened face is exposed. Xavier looks surprised. The other two figures, who are more blurry, stop in front of the truck. They don't approach.
I blame you for this. Your driving skills are just as terrible as your swordsmanship.
Well,
The faint sounds of conversation are far away, but Xavier is very quiet. The quieter it gets, the more disorientated I become. Unsure of what to do next, I move my fingers and subconsciously loosen my grip. But nothing happens. The hand I'm holding onto is unwilling to cooperate. He has no way of knowing that I somehow missed making eye contact with him across the cosmos. But he's holding me tightly. My heart, deafened by overwhelming chaos, can finally hear the call of consciousness again. I shudder and hold him back with a firm grip.
Before the space warp happened, your evil was out of control. Do you remember?
Little. The ether core's energy must have surged.
You weren't in the best shape. If I hadn't held on to you.
He pauses, then he gently pats my head to replace those unsaid words.
You are not hurt or anything?
I feel much better. I'm just a little tired. No, I'm very, very tired.
Weightlessness, dizziness, sensory integration issues, partial memory loss, all of them are possible, but they're only temporary. I should have told you some tips for adapting to interstellar warps beforehand. They might have helped.
Bit late now, buddy.
I know. We'll make Soren pay for this, too.
I agree. In the end, I'm so exhausted that I lose the ability to think. Before falling asleep, the last thing I remember is me leaning against Xavier's shoulder. I listen to his slow breathing. That reality I had retrieved. It makes me want to cry. That was very interesting. That was very interesting. What the front door was that? Eh? What the front door was that? Eh? You guys know what's happening there? I'm excited. I'm very excited. What is going on? Hope you guys are having a wonderful time. The heaviness of my heartbeat pounds against my chest as I struggle to tear away the haze before my eyes. Yeah, the space thing. Someone, June, you gotta break that down for me later, okay? Seemingly enlarged, Xavier's face sways in my vision. I want to reach out and touch him, but I can only uncurl my fingers. Hey. Xavier notices this and leans down. He playfully nuzzles my hand with the tip of his nose.
Did you sleep well? How are you feeling?
He's so close. Even simple words have the power to make me happy. Xavier isn't separated by the torrential space-time, beyond my reach. How long was I out?
Less than 6 hours. The recovery chamber's data says your evil has stabilized. Once your fatigue fades, you should be okay.
He supports my shoulders and helps me sit up.
The people trying to intercept us are probably still investigating the tunnel. The commotion we created should be enough to delay them for a while. Jeremiah's fixing his truck. He says he wants to shorten the miniature warp distance so it can be used for flower delivery across city blocks. So there's no need to worry. You can focus on resting until dawn.
That voice is very hard to mimic. Guys, I'm doubting it now. I'm listening to it. You know, VA's in the chat, yeah? We said, I do a good Xavier. I'm getting a bit nervous now. It sounds different to the,
No! You! No way! Stay away from... Ugh.
Right now, I'm lying in Traceback 2's recovery chamber. Xavier is by my side while Jeremiah and Isaiah are outside fixing the truck. A fragment of a memory once dormant slowly stirs. Feelings that emerged in the cosmic consciousness surge again. I was once one of them. Together we shared a thrilling cosmic adventure. Cosmic coordinates Traceback 2 originally had. Where were they, exactly? Did something unexpected happen before you arrived? The unexpected question causes Xavier's expression to falter slightly, and his hand on my shoulders tightens in response.
What did you figure out?
Well, when I talk a little bit like this and put my throat back. I can try it.
What did you figure out?
What did you figure out? I forced myself to raise my arm and grab Xavier's fingers. I saw that you were supposed to arrive at an Earth I saw that you were supposed to arrive at an Earth as it stood on the threshold of destruction. But you're all alive and Earth is fine. Was I seeing things? As I ramble, the surprise in Xavier's eyes gradually fades. He squeezes my fingers as he continues questioning me. No, it doesn't strain my voice.
What else did you say?
It strains my voice. None of them really strain my voice. Maybe Zane's, because it's really like, when the world wake up, I'm dying. Kind of like, it's like less grunt, so it's really hard to do Zane's voice. Like, I forget it very easily. All the backtrack is Jeremiah and Isaiah were caught myself there, guys. Isaiah were fighting, and there was someone who reminded me of Soren. I also spotted people I had never seen before.
What about me?
He turns and sits down. With a more serious expression, he lowers his gaze. I asked you about an important matter.
I also asked you about an important matter. You saw all of them. So what about me?
I understand, of course, that this gentle questioning is his unique way of reassuring me. Fortunately, he really is safe and sound. I pull myself out of that overwhelming panic, squeeze his fingers and clear my throat. I saw you, but It seems like you didn't fit in. It took me a while to find you. Why were you by yourself near the control panel? Were you too intimidating? Everyone was too scared to hang out with you. Gosh, I choked on my own spit at the last bit.
It should have been my turn to be on duty. Otherwise, I would have stepped in when Isaiah and Jeremiah were fighting.
You'd break up their spat?
I'd remind them that comrades who fight get punished. So if they were going to brawl, they might as well make it count.
I skipped him. I'm so sorry.
I'd remind them that comrades who fight get punished. So if they were going to brawl, they might as well make it count.
Might as well make it count.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it.
Okay. Alright, buddy. I've lost the game. I was moving tabs, and now I've lost the game. Okay, here we go. There we go. You're devious, Xavier. No wonder you stayed so far away. You enjoyed the show.
Aside from their fight and typical tomfoolery, did you see anything else? It sounds like the Backtrackers are a disorganized group of misfits.
Elizabeth, if you're having problems, you can try YouTube. There's always 2 options. You know how no one sees you work hard, but you get caught when you slack off? It's a universal law. Besides, I didn't bother to look at anyone else once I found you. Xavier tilts his head slightly as if his curiosity has been satisfied. He finally seems willing to answer my original question.
During our backtracking, I received cosmic fluctuations. The source of their transmission was unknown.
Was it like the signal from Deepspace that we received in 2034? Xavier freezes for a moment, then his expression suddenly softens, his smile carrying a profound meaning that's difficult to read.
Maybe, although their source couldn't be traced, they weren't difficult to decode. I'm very familiar with the encryption method. They sent coordinates that were similar but different from the ones we originally had. At the time, I wasn't sure what that meant. For certain reasons, we decided to change coordinates at the last minute.
See you in a bit.
The landing time ended up being a bit more off than expected.
How much?
A little over 200 years.
My eyes widen as I stare at his face. I blink once. Twice. I thought I understood you enough already, but I never expected...
It wasn't that big a deal. 200 years is just a small ripple in the endless river of time.
What happened after that? What were you supposed to do once you landed on an unfamiliar planet in the wrong time period?
I should clarify something first. Whether it's a journey with time travel or a displacement of 200 years, both are already in the past. You don't need to worry about the hardships we've already endured.
I look at the silent, damaged Traceback 2. Its voyage crossed the barriers of time and space and carried grand, heavy ideals. The backtrackers who escaped fate's crash once greatly cherished it. What made them have the resolve to leave it behind? For someone who's eager to change something, 200 years would feel like a long, long time. Xavier doesn't comment on that. Instead, he holds my hand and stands up.
Are you feeling better? I want to take you somewhere.
The deep, inky darkness is diluted even though the horizon hasn't broken free from the merged silhouettes of distant mountains and dense forests. At least the night isn't as dark anymore. Xavier brings me back to the back of the spaceship. Scars cover the whole hull, and tangled exposed cables hang like sinew. He pushes the vines aside and opens a small hatched door hidden underneath. There's an internal network composed of chips.
This is Traceback 2's energy transmission system module. What you're seeing makes up roughly 3/1000ths of the entire system. If there isn't enough energy to power it, the spaceship will lose propulsion. Over those 200 years, repairing the spaceship became everyone's primary concern when we realized that achieving our goal would require careful, long-term planning.
He takes my hand and places it on the delicate panel.
Use your evil to sense it.
Oh, Elizabeth's back. Usually seems to work better, at least, but ads would be a nightmare, yeah. I think the subscription on YouTube is a lot cheaper than Twitch as well. I think it's like half the price. Because you don't, like, for some reason, right? On YouTube, you can't give out free emotes. So I was like, okay. So you can support the channel and it's like half the price on YouTube and you get like the Nate Dogg emotes. But I might do some more options for YouTube later, but I made it like that because in Twitch, for example, all of my emotes are free. We need to work on some more emotes actually and get some more like sort of levels, but I haven't done that. Sorry. But yeah, I think if you buy the membership, Liz, I think it should avoid ads. It should. I say that, but I'm not sure. Like, double check. The transmission system suddenly turns on. It rapidly consumes my energy, but the process of converting kinetic energy as well as the transmission isn't smooth. Like a pipeline with too many breaks. The loss during the transmission is very high. Is it because of the damage?
It's the opposite.
What? His large hand covers mine, and the calluses from wielding a sword brush against my skin. They carry the solemnity of two people drawing a blade together. Xavier lowers his gaze and silently releases his evo. I immediately follow suit. Oh wow. Following his guidance, I detect traces that I couldn't find before. Yeah, obviously no pressure. Whatever you do, however you watch my content, it's all appreciated. I sense several classes of evil, but the residual energy is already very faint. These are...
It's the power of other backtrackers. This part of the transmission system has the least amount of damage. At the time, we decided to prioritize repairing it. What you're seeing is the result of that.
A warmth flows into my heart along with his explanation. I gently touch the transmission system with newfound reverence and try to expand my detection range. Pardon me. I heard something. Did you guys hear that, or was that me? Why did I hear something? Did you guys hear that? Anyway. You heard nothing? Okay. It works. Now that it's several square meters wide, the evils I can sense become more numerous. Some are intense. Others are gentle. I heard like a bring, like a stream alert, but it wasn't one that I normally hear. Each seemingly has a different personality, just like their owners. If that was someone though, let me know in the chat, because it might not have popped up.
033034 in Section G is almost fully repaired. The next phase, if we continue to supply our all that awaits us is failure.
Can we try again, please? Hey, are you leaving too?
This doesn't involve just one person. The spaceship, it affects everyone. Your orders. I won't.
Boom, bitches.
Okay, I heard that one. That was a follow on YouTube. I heard that one. Did not know that could have happened. Just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Those moments in time have been preserved by the transmission system as energy. They appear as hollow pieces of amber in places where the light illuminates them. Angel Dean, hello! The backtrackers once gathered here to repair the massive traceback too, and it was this place where they left traces of them parting ways.
They fought one day. Afterward, half of the people who had been repairing the ship gave up. Later on, several more among that group left. Fewer people stayed behind, and after a very, very long time. It became what you see now.
Fragments of light drift like dust from the vines he brushes aside. As the night wind rises, they scatter and land on the grass. Faint light pours down from behind us. Our shadows are cast on the damaged surface of Traceback 2. They bring an energy fluctuation. Sensing something, I turn and look towards east. The morning sunlight rips open a line along the distant horizon, and the towering structures in that area cast long shadows. Once our eyes adjust to the light,
What the fuck?
did I accidentally log in on my phone? Oh, I did. My balls. Oh shit. I don't know how, but my phone literally woke up with lads. Okay. Let me reset that. What the fuck? I've never seen that before. That is crazy. Hey, Chinese phones, by the way. No, I'm kidding. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. It was definitely my phone, because it's like logging in. I must have left it open, like... I must have just left it open on the side, and like something must have touched it or something. Kib 1028. That's a nice break. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Right, let's go back to it. Just to double check that it was not my phone. Let me check security. Yeah, it was definitely my phone. So the weird thing about so this Xiaomi's been good, right? I'll tell you a little bit of information about this Xiaomi, right? The Xiaomi's been great, right? And look at this.
Here's my little face.
But honestly, it's crazy. The battery save in this phone is crazy. So I don't know why, but I'm guessing the Chinese market, they really like to battery save their phones because every single app that you have, you need to put it on full blast. Do not battery save. So Love and Deepspace, for example, if I literally leave it for I don't know, a minute or something, it will literally just close it. It will close it. I'm logged out. It'll be logged out for a minute or whatever. And I never had that issue with previous phones, like the iPhone. But they love battery saving. That's why their phones last for so long. But for Discord, for example, I had to put it on full blown notifications because it will cut off Discord. It'll get rid of it in the RAM, and it will just completely get it out. So yeah, so I'm guessing what they've done in China and stuff with these Chinese phones, they aggressively battery drain it. They aggressively battery save. So when that happened, for example, I'm assuming it's because I've got it on, so I can hop back into it when I need to. Anyway, let's speed through this. I was so locked in as well. Sorry about that, guys.
Less than 6 hours. The recovery. The people. Jeremiah's fixing his truck. He says he wants. So there's.
No, you. No way.
What did you think?
Isaiah in Squeaky is even better.
What else? What about? I also.
You got a hold, yeah. So what did we learn? So they were meant to return, but they couldn't because the planet was destroyed. And so the remains of Traceback 2 is now on Earth, and they tried to fix it. The whole Traceback 2 crew split up in half, and then they dwindled to just a couple of them.
It sounds. During our backtracking, I received cosmic fluctuations. Although their source couldn't be
Ever since
traced,
I did
their
the
subcoordinates
fix
were
with the
similar,
cutting the
different from
cores
ones we
on
originally had.
the Mew, it's
For
been
certain
great.
reasons, we decided
It's
to
been
change
running
coordinates
quite
last
nice on PC, so I'm quite happy to
night.
play it
Over
here now.
It wasn't that big a deal. 200 years is just a small ripple in the endless river of time. Whether it's a journey with time travel or you don't need to worry about the hardships we've already endured. Are you feeling?
This music's kind of cute in 2x speed as well. Here we go.
This is traced back to his energy transmission. If there isn't enough energy to power it, the spaceship will lose propulsion. Over those 200 years, repairing the spaceship became everyone's primary concern when we realized that achieving our goal would use your
User Evo.
It's the opposite. It's the power of other backtrackers.
You had to get an
This part of the
SD
transmission system
card?
has the
Damn,
least amount of
son.
damage.
033034. If we can. This doesn't involve just one person. Your orders.
They fought one day. Afterward, half of the people who had been repaired later on, and after a very long time.
Close. Oh fuck, I went too far. After it became what you see now, fragments of light drift like dust from the vines he brushes aside. As the night wind rises, they scatter and land on the grass. Faint light pours down from behind us. Our shadows are cast on the damaged surface of Traceback 2. They bring an energy fluctuation. That's when we left off. Sensing something, I turn and look towards east. That's west. East. This morning sunlight rips open a line along the distant horizon, and the towering structures in that area cast long shadows. Once our eyes adjust to the light, we realize it's a magnificent giant sword standing upright. It's as if it cleaved heaven and earth. The holy sword of the goddess. Here we go. Oh, and that was it. That was literally the card. That was the episode. Lol. Now I didn't miss much then, did I? Wow. Interesting. I'm gonna shut now, lads. I need to shut, lads. Done.
It wasn't there last night. It just appeared out of nowhere this morning.
What is it? A mirage?
Morning light bathes the boundary between the city and No Hunt Zone number 39. It illuminates the metal fence that's in front of the seclusion barrier and the old plaza. The crowd isn't gathered to gawk at the ruined streetscape from the old Wanderer attack. They're staring at the towering sword-shaped monument that seems to have appeared out of thin air.
It materialized. Earlier than expected.
While we were rushing over from the No Hunt Zone number 42, the panic triggered by the Holy Sword's appearance had been brewing for an hour. Outside the No Hunt Zone that's been closed off, onlookers surround the area. Xavier and I weave through them. We move closer to the seclusion barrier.
The anti-tracking devices I gave you were just thrown together, but they should still work. The only downside is the limited battery life. You have 5 hours at most. You better work fast.
Got it. But getting a closer look might be a little tricky. It's daytime, and everyone will be watching. Before I can finish, Xavier pulls me towards the Station Devo police officers and flashes a vintage style wallet.
Hello, I'm the hunter who was sent to investigate the situation. This is my partner.
In the blink of an eye, we're inside the perimeter.
What were you talking to Jeremiah about?
Nothing. I just forgot I have a official clearance to enter and exit No Hunt Zones. We've either been hunted down or forced into hiding these past few days. Everything is a mess. This is all Soren's fault.
He has a mountain of debts on him. I doubt he's sleeping as soundly as we are.
Okay, mother. We're gonna have a break after this. What did you show the officers anyway? Your hunter ID?
Yeah, my hunter credentials. Huh?
The old wallet is open. Xavier's calm expression subtly changes.
It's my Bunny's Hot Pot membership card.
Oh, I love the hot pot. Oh. Me and Xavier would eat really good because we like the same stuff. I love barbecue and I love hot pot. Like, we would eat boundless amounts in the buffet. Hot pot buffet. Your bunny's hot pot membership card. Oh, thank you. I'll microwave it in a bit. Thank you. We stare at the beaming rabbit mascot for a few seconds. Then we decided to move on. I got dinner, so I'm gonna have to break after this. Maybe like 10-15 minutes. If that's okay, guys. Passing by the damaged buildings within the no-hunt zone, the asphalt road under us is slowly replaced with pristine white stone slabs. Did you ask me, mother? This is the complete holy sword of the goddess. Unlike the phantoms I've seen before, the solid statue stands before me. It's solemn and graceful like a reverent queen. What the hell's going on? As soon as my consciousness wavers, dizziness strikes me.
Are you determined to do 1,000 strikes? You fulfill every request our teacher makes.
Oh, this is from his myth.
I don't want you to become another's knight.
Yeah, this is from his myth. Standard myth, Lightseeker myth.
I
like
can
this
choose
outfit.
not to become king. You can choose not to join the Lightseekers, who answer only to the royal family.
That was me and Xavier. A gentle breeze sweeps through the grass and my vision refocuses. Xavier stands beneath the giant sword, his palm pressed against the blade. As if transported back to that ancient time, he bows his head and silently recites something. Or maybe he's performing a ritual. Another gust sweeps across the ground. He opens his eyes and returns to his familiar demeanor.
This is...
A faint light is peeled away from the monument. It flows into Xavier's palm. Without the light's concealment, the scratches on the statue's surface become visible.
They're new.
Did Wanderers from the No Hunt Zone do this? Wait, Wanderers haven't appeared in No Hunt Zone number 39 for a long time. Oh, hey Xavier, look. There's a wavy leaf sea lavender. Familiar yet somehow different. A cluster of small blue flowers grow close to its base. 5-star. I reach out to touch them, but the petals wilt and disappear as soon as my fingertips reach them.
Watch out.
The unexpected turn of events shatters the tranquility. Xavier pulls me back, his light blade ready to strike.
Something's off. No. This descended piece of Philos isn't right. Can you sense the energy fluctuations?
Oh, he looks serious. Need to shut that door. There are abnormal fluctuations behind the monument. It's like the huge magnetic field overlap I sensed before.
That means the statue's appearance is only the beginning. Maybe you'll see Astria Knight Academy.
That name sounds familiar. Light shines as Xavier uses his blade instead of his finger to gently touch the vines on the statue. It's as if he punctured a static illusion. The vines rapidly shrivel up under his sword. They turn into smoke and dust in the blink of an eye.
This isn't good. The forcibly transplanted Philos is withering.
Are you saying... Xavier crouches down and runs his hand over the slabs we're on. His palm is covered with a layer of light-colored dust.
Without its original energy from the cosmos, everything on the planet will only decay faster. We once theorized this could happen. The flux nexus in No Hunt Zone number 39 has already been destroyed, yet the holy sword of the goddess still appeared.
I'm afraid only Soren knows the truth. Xavier narrows his eyes as he looks at the wilted wavy leaf sea lavender at his feet. Just when I believe he might be thinking of finding Soren by himself again, he closes his eyes. Then he looks up and softly speaks to me.
Let's go. Soren is in a good hiding place. We won't be able to locate him immediately.
How did you know I was worried about that?
You're gripping my hand tight. It wasn't hard to figure out. There's no point in staying here any longer. get going. We'll think of something.
They're so distracting. Right, here we go. When we return, the crowd of onlookers has only grown larger. They're sizing up Xavier and me. The hunters on duty have arrived. I step forward to explain the situation to my colleagues in the Evil Police. That's it, more or less. I recommend avoiding the area for now. Keep your distance while maintaining a high-level security presence. The latest energy data has already been uploaded. Let's wait for the association's analysis before considering the next course of action. After saying goodbye, I turn to call Xavier so that we can leave, but I see him staring at the crowd. What's the matter?
I saw a familiar face.
A backtracker? I move towards the checkpoint. I'm not sure if I should call for backup.
I know who it is. He's not allied with Soren. We'll circle around and grab him.
Xavier and I split up and blend into the crowd. We follow its flow to sneakily approach the backtracker. Just as we're closing in, the person senses something, quickly pulls down his hat, and turns to walk away. We've been spotted.
Get ready to ambush him.
Layers of people obstruct my line of sight. I struggle to push through the gaps as I chase after him. Hey! But whenever I'm about to catch up, I become unfocused for a moment.
Stay at least 6 meters away. Keep your distance. He's a psychic-class evolver. Get too close and there's a chance he could paralyze your brain or make you go blind.
He's strong. The backtracker quickly realizes we're keeping our distance and decides to use the crowd as cover to make his escape. Just as I'm about to close in, strong metaflux suddenly falls. My concentration scatters. What is going on? A wanderer! No. The scale of this metaflux.
It's a horde.
Space is torn apart as several menacing figures fall. Wanderers lunge towards the civilians who have collapsed. I can't worry about the backtracker now. I immediately call the Evil Police and let them evacuate the civilians. Then I raise my gun. Besides me, he flashes and vanishes. In the blink of an eye, the blade has already sliced the Wanderer's claw. But what surprises me even more is the person who appears later is standing in front of the civilians. It's that backtracker!
I'll handle this side.
An unfamiliar, composed voice comes from Xavier's side. It's like an old phone call that took years to connect. It's that guy.
Oh, easy game. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy, this is. Easy peasy.
Yeah, laggy battle will be fun. It's just be very noisy. It's like extremely loud when I do battles, so let's just play some painful signal. The lagging. Oh, this is getting juicy. Look at me, I'm double jointed. Look. I'm double jointed. That is not cool. Never do that. How cool is that? It's like really weird. Yeah, I'm double jointed. My arm's turning my Y into a W. That shit is awesome, dude. That's a good joke, Kimsey. I like that one. I like your style. It's really cool though. You know, it's coming to a lot of benefits. You know, like when you're trying to get into a gap, there's like a really narrow gap, but then like there's a toy or like there's something around the corner that you can't reach, right? Well, guess what this bad boy can do? It just goes. It just literally. it just goes round. It just goes round. I'm like, yo, I can get it. Cool. Hypermobility. Well, that's okay. Hypermobility then. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I don't have to do it. I can just... I think the only benefit you can do is to essentially just strengthen your muscles, essentially. Just to make sure it's stable. It's pretty much the only thing you can do. Right. Thank you, Xavier. Looks like my arms are breaking. Yeah, it does. Not everyone was made equal, I'm afraid. Bang! The tall, thin backtracker is pushed through the door. I follow Xavier and take a moment to glance at the small sign hanging on the door. No Worries Agency. Sounds like an organization that takes money to solve problems. Upon entering, I see the decor is just like the stuff you'd see in the offices of old TV dramas. Simple yet refreshing. They carry the faint scent of plants and wood. It's formal and not what I had imagined. Xavier locks the door and acts more like the owner of the office rather than the actual owner.
Sullivan, has Soren contacted you recently?
It's been ages since we last saw each other. Do you have anything else to say?
The holy sword of the goddess manifested here. We don't know what will appear next. Now's not the time for a heart-to-heart. Has Soren contacted you?
Oh, he's serious.
No.
What about the 4 people you're close to?
One chose Soren in the end.
As the Rainbow Runners prefect and resource coordinator for the Backtrackers, your data integration abilities shouldn't have deteriorated, right?
What are you trying to say?
I was shrimping. Just shrimpening. Xavier doesn't respond. Instead, he turns and begins surveying the small office. He stops before a corkboard covered with photos.
Back then, Traceback 2 landed at a space-time anchor point that was outside the margin of error. The first plan was immediately scrapped. After the second plan was agreed upon, we spent 20 years searching for suitable magnetic field points and planted 53 flux nexuses.
I haven't forgotten. That was to detect Earth's energy flow, so we could immediately detect the formation of an ether core. Unfortunately, as soon as the Chrono Rift catastrophe appeared, all our plans were ruined. Those flux nexuses could only be shut down.
What if I said that the flux nexuses weren't actually turned off? Rather, they were changed to serve another purpose.
Pinching the corner of a photo between his fingertips, Xavier runs his thumb over the blurry, frayed image. It appears to be a group of young people wearing matching uniforms. They're standing before the Holy Sword when it was still pristine.
Are you saying the Holy Sword of the Goddess appeared because Soren modified the flux nexuses?
Hey, Joven the boss. How you doing?
Some of the ones you set up may have been modified as well. Back then, to ensure the plan wasn't leaked, each person only knew the locations of the anchor points
Shout out to
they
Sade,
set up,
please.
and the map
How you
showing
doing?
all the anchor points.
Have you done the new story? Oh, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you. 9 months. Boy, oh boy, that's amazing. Doing the boss's follow as well. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. How y'all doing? Have you done the main story, Sade? Because if you haven't, this is chapter 2, so if you haven't... Oh shit. You might need a lurk or look away.
Is hidden
Just
in
the
your
first chapter. I'm only covering the second one today, yeah.
I need that map.
Ooh. That's cool. I appreciate you, Sade. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the subby. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're just going through it now. It's very lore heavy. I didn't really understand the first chapter besides there's a few funny characters, but the second one's a lot more interesting, I would say. I'm new to Twitch. I'm kind of planning to play this game. Yeah? Well, I hope watching the playthrough convinces you, because it's a wonderful game if you like lore and stories and stuff, and obviously if you like handsome men. That's definitely a bonus. we do a shout out for Sade? Shout out to Sade? Is it what? How do I do it? Let me do it. Let me see if I know how to do it. Does this work? Yeah, twice. Fuck, beat me to it. Damn. There you go. That's cool. I hope you're doing well. You streaming today, Sade? You just popping in before you stream, or what are your plans today? Sade's great. She's a beautiful singer, by the way. The heart of the party in a karaoke party, dare I say. No stream today, fair. Just chilling, just chilling. I wasn't gonna stream. I don't normally stream on Sundays either, but I just felt like I wanted to know more about the story because chapter 1 was like kind of interesting. So I was like, let's push it. Come on, I want to get to Raphael's part. So we're doing Xavier's to see if it changes more. I'll be having dinner in a bit though, so it'll be like 10-15 minutes. But yeah, it's been great. It's been great. Right, you guys enjoy chitter chatter. I will speaker and the voice actor, you know.
I already left the backtrackers, Captain. I swore never to interfere with any backtrackers.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. I'm not going to spoil anything because I don't know anything, but I've heard it's very good. Xavier takes down a map of Lincoln City and spreads it out in front of Sullivan.
Just mark the anchor points in Lincoln. That'll do.
Think of me as an aging old man. I can no longer chase the dreams of my youth.
Angel Dean, I normally stream on Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays might be lads, sometimes it's not. And then Saturdays is guaranteed, it's Love and Deep Saturdays. And we usually start that at 6:30 GMT. You can normally find a thumbnail 1 or 2 days before I start on the live tab. But it's always Saturdays and Thursdays at 6:30 GMT currently. I'm not sure where you're based, so yeah, guaranteed on the Saturday, Thursday, maybe not so guaranteed. The old photo is pushed across the map.
Sure. After all, you're willing to let them be
join a
buried in the
Discord,
dream
and
you
there'll always be an
abandoned.
event ready when we stream. I think that we're going to be. Oh, if you're still here, Sade, we were playing around with like voice acting and stuff. So I'm going to try and apply for one of the fan love interests voice acting role from Riri on Twitter. Don't really know who she is, but she seems to do a lot of content and art and fun stuff for lads. So it'd be cool to cooperate with them. Yeah, if my voice acting is good enough. I've only done Zane for now. I've only done Zane's voice for now, and it was okay. I think it was okay. So we'll see. Anyway, the cold sneer Sullivan forced onto his face immediately crumbles. He looks away with an icy expression.
You think that will make me come back crying and ensure I swear my loyalty to you again? You're too...
Save the complaints for next time. Assuming there is one anyway.
This is the second time Xavier has interrupted him. I'm nervous because I rarely see him emanate an intimidating aura. With that kind of attitude, I can only hope Sullivan doesn't get angry and side with Soren out of spite.
But the holy sword of the goddess has appeared. Doesn't that mean Soren's plan might succeed? The holy sword of the goddess was the first to manifest, which proves he remembers the oath we swore before it. He's staying true to himself. Shouldn't you be happy?
But his actions are tearing Philos apart, which will accelerate the death of the planet.
What?
He lost his mind. Have you also gone mad?
What do you mean he's tearing Philos apart?
Xavier extends his hand, clenches his fist, and grey dust particles fall in front of Sullivan. The falling dust shatters the serenity in Sullivan's gaze. He leaps up from the sofa.
The Philos that's being transferred through a magnetic
I like
field
Sullivan's
overlap
voice.
is the
It's
same
a nice
Philos in
voice.
our memories. But it won't be for long. He modified the flux nexuses to perform an energy traction. To be more specific, he used the RMFMA's spatial overlap principles as a basis for cutting and transplanting Philos. Unlike the planet transplantation we theorized, this method will cause the fragments of Philos to lose their original energy when they arrive on Earth. What he's bringing isn't Philos, but rather the broken corpse of a lifeless planet. The decay of the holy sword of the goddess has only just begun.
It's bringing like a dead planet back. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of wild. The wilding. That is kind of wild. There you go. Sullivan's hands tremble. He wants to touch the dust particles, but doesn't dare to get
Our
close.
everlasting statue. As long as Philos stands, it will never fall.
Heavy silence fills the room. It presses down on everything. No one dares to breathe. Except for Xavier. I notice a soft sigh that Xavier hid behind his calm words. It's so gentle, as if he's afraid of disturbing something.
This is what you left with me back then.
He takes out a familiar badge from his pocket and places it beside the dust from the monument.
Now, using my authority as Xavier, I invite you once again, be my vice captain.
He was the vice captain? He was the second right-hand man to frickin' Xavier? Bro. I thought it would be Jeremiah. There's a stack of neatly arranged forms on the desk. They match the office's interior. The note looks new and seems to be a request form for lost items. Mr. Yang, Building 12, Unit 102, urgently seeks a melodious, laughing thrush. What? That flew away from the backyard at noon.
I hope that melodious laughing thrush hasn't wandered too far.
That's a bird, right? Oh my gosh. I don't know where my mind was going. Ignore me.
Let's go.
Interesting. Interesting. No, I was typing in melodious laughing thrush because I had no idea what that was. But we're going to take a break now, guys. Wow, we literally went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters right now. That's crazy. We're going to take a break now, yeah? I'll be back. I'm going to reheat some of the food and eat some of my dinner, okay? And we'll be back, like, a little bit longer, like 10, 15 minutes. Is that okay? The hell was a laughing thrush, exactly? It was a bird. Apparently. I know something else that's a laughing thrush. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit, yeah? I'll see you in a bit. I'll play some... Yeah, some of this. I'll be right back, yeah? Cheers. I'll be quick, I'll be quick. My mouth is big. It's like a pizza when I play scary games. If you guys haven't seen my VOD for Cabin Factory, apparently people found it really, really funny. So, yeah, I mean, we've got loads of clips on Twitch. So if you want to have a good laugh and you want to see my face become a pizza, then check out the clips, okay? They're pretty funny. Hey, told you guys I eat fast. Told you guys I eat fast. I'm back. I'm done. I ate my bowl of duck noodle soup. Yum. And I've got the soup here with me, so I'm going to drink it throughout the show. You guys alright? Oh. Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? Y'all, what have I missed? Let's take a look at the chat. It was so good. It was really nice. It was as good as well, like, if when you get it fresh. Because I asked them, my mum, like, just put it in like the soup in a separate place and just separate the noodles. And now I'm like making myself. Oh yeah, that is good. Rebel Books 101. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying the show. Sorry, I know you joined as soon as I left. Like I went for a break, but I think we're good now. Right. We're back. We're back, y'all. It's very nice. Right. We're gonna finish this today. This chapter, anyway. Jack, back to our man. Ha! Not my man. Hello. You alright, Luna? The streets outside the window are a blur as the hastily repaired truck carries towards the other side of the city.
You ran into old Sully? He opened an agency? He's doing work for his
Do you
neighborhood?
hear burping? I'm so sorry. I did like eat this extremely fast.
I'm not surprised. He's a people-pleasing bootlicker. And he has a forgettable face, too.
Quiet.
That is right in front of you. It's literally there. Yeah.
Before meeting up with you, we visited 3 locations where I remembered flux nexuses had been planted. 2 of them showed no activity, but we removed them just to be safe.
Cool.
The 3rd one we collected was at Triumph Avenue. The street in front of our academy had manifested. That was the first time I saw it so deserted.
It's okay, I naturally eat quite fast, so... As you can tell from Cabin Factory, I have a big mouth. I kind of like bite twice and it's gone. Seeing Jeremiah's confusion, I sigh as well and give him a short recap of the conversation between Xavier and Sullivan.
The Holy Sword is deteriorating. The wavy leaf sea lavender is withering. These are all signs that point to the planet's energy being drained. But it shouldn't happen this quickly.
Oh, Jeremiah's smart.
Transplanted planets do experience a phase where their energy is taken away, but the new energy should be enough to sustain them through this transition.
Earth's ether core hasn't fully matured yet. It can't meet the requirements to support Philos. The second plan requires an ether core that matures when Earth collapses. Then Earth's energy won't be directly siphoned if people start appearing in the magnetic field overlap.
I only get a stomachache if I wake up too early. If I wake up too early, my stomach is like, I hate you. And I'm like,
okay.
A silence falls over the truck. The clamor of Lincoln officially waking up drifts in. It's mingled with the sounds of rush hour traffic.
Soren did a calculation. Even with planet transplantation, people still have a 53% chance of surviving the process.
Yeah, what Lynn said. Big mouth, shaped like a pizza. Okay. Hello, Lynn. Welcome in, and good morning, my dear. How are you doing?
That's 1% higher than the chance of doing a successful backtracking.
I think His Highness, the Crown Prince knockoff, is missing Soren again.
This isn't an experiment. It's a gamble.
When you first proposed the concept of backtracking, how many people supported you, Xavier?
He's my favorite right
80% of people thought you were joking, and the remaining 20% thought you were insane. Do you even remember how many times your backtracking experiments failed? It was okay for you to fail again and again, but when it's someone else's turn, it becomes a gamble? Is it because you're the crown prince, so you get special privileges?
Those who only ever think about power always seem to see that fault in others.
Since you can fail 100 times, Xavier, other people should be allowed to fail 99 times. Let's look at Philos' situation and assume that letting 1 million people die could save 1.01 million people. You should know what the correct choice is.
The truck turns at an intersection. Jeremiah slams on the brakes and Lynn goes back to sleep. He grits his teeth as he glares at Isaiah.
Now
Well,
I
if you're still
understand how
watching,
that human-eating
Lynn,
planet and the royal family that upholds it came to be.
and you need noise, I will make sure I read this in such a smooth manner that you can go back to bed.
You stand in the clouds at 10,000 meters. 1 million people look like densely packed grains of sand beneath your feet. They mean nothing to you. But I stand on the ground. So let me tell you that they're people just like us. Each and every one of them. They each have a name. They're not a string of numbers.
In other words, we let everyone die together while chanting all lives are equal?
If anyone needs to be sacrificed, it should be scum like you who don't see people as humans.
Yo, Jeremiah, I know Lexi likes Gideon, but shit. Jeremiah is speaking the truth, my guy. Jeremy Springer Gaia. Jerry Remiah. The Remiring. He's good. He's very good. The two start scoffing. As if they're competing. I seize the opportunity to interrupt them before they can continue. Have you ever thought about Earth? Does our planet need to die?
Earth's collapse during the apocalypse is inevitable. Why should we worry about Earth if we can't even save Philos?
Yeah, I should. I should get a flag of Jeremiah and be like, the real fans, the true believers, the Jeremiah Society. I like Jeremiah. Okay. You two should stop arguing. Listening to your spat is giving me a headache. For a moment, only the engine's vibrations remain. Xavier taps Jeremiah's chair and the truck starts moving again.
Operation Backtrack's first choice was to take the planetary core, which only forms when a planet is dying. It's like taking organs that are still viable from a dying person's body and transplanting them into someone who needs them. When we made that decision, we knew how great the risk of landing during a planet's destruction would be. We might get caught in cosmic winds that form because of the energy. Or we might be annihilated along with the fracturing tectonic plates. But the reason why
I noticed
every backtracker
Xavier's
agreed to
eyebrows
it,
moves a lot, doesn't it?
we refused to survive by sacrificing some to save others. So even if we needed other planets' planetary cores, we had to wait until the planet died. Philos' new future can't involve endless sacrifice again.
His gaze, sharp and intense beneath a calm surface, is directed towards the rearview mirror. It's as if he can peer into the hearts of his two former teammates through it.
Should we ever reach a moment when sacrifice becomes necessary,
That's something a Xavier main would notice.
we only have the right to sacrifice ourselves. We don't decide who lives or dies.
No comment.
So, this topic lacks the necessity for discussion on a fundamental level.
Yeah.
The backtrackers, who risk being destroyed along with the planet, are essentially sacrificed, right? You're planning to use one final sacrifice to turn the situation around. This is the true nature underneath the backtrackers' madness. The journey they've embarked on is one without blessings, a potential dead end leading to their lives vanishing in the vast cosmos.
We're gambling everything. But I also said I'd bring them home. The second plan is still viable. However, external thorns won't be the only obstacles. there's also
a human heart. Xavier lowers his gaze. Maybe nothing can shake his resolve. But what about the others? This is interesting. So he's a sacrificial product to bring back Philos, but he wants everyone to be brought back and save it, and he doesn't want to sacrifice anyone. Okay. That's very interesting, and frankly, very noble. I didn't know that side of Xavier. +1. Who would have thought that even his abandoned park in the old quarter had a flux nexus for years? Fortunately, the energy in the area is stable, and the flux nexus shows no signs of modification. After removing it, our search is interrupted.
The flux nexuses we were aware of are just these. What about the others?
Both our hunters' watches receive emergency alerts at the same time. Xavier and I look at each other. Something bad is about to happen. The warning from the association says abnormal magnetic fields in multiple locations across Lincoln City have simultaneously exceeded the safety threshold.
Sorn started moving quickly.
Why is he rushing? He's never been this impatient before.
I'll report to Captain Jenner first about how to deal with the abnormal magnetic fields.
Other hunters can remove the flux nexuses by using the association's weapons. If all of them work together, we should be able to suppress these abnormal magnetic fields. As for the remaining flux nexuses...
Can't you drag Sullivan here like you did with me? You could have given out an order, forced him to help, or even threatened him.
As a Xavier Caleb main, when it comes to Xavier specifically, I adore him more when I see him play different roles besides our significant other. Yeah.
Those methods would have failed.
Ah, this story reminds me of Final Fantasy XIV's story. I won't say any more.
I have to hear that as soon as I show up. I'm starting to question whether or not I made the right choice.
An unexpected figure approaches. He stands out under the sunlight. Annoyed, Sullivan glares at Isaiah and hands over a neatly folded map.
Take it before I change my mind.
The stunned silence lasts for a moment. Xavier steps forward first, his gaze lingering briefly. He looks kind of cute here. Hey, he's smiling on this bridge. A hint of a smile appears at the corner of his mouth.
Since you're here, I won't give you the chance to change your mind.
Good job, Sullivan. I like this gang. You know, it's a kind of not just about Xavier, it's about like all of them, you know. I like the team dynamic and how they're juggling. Like, Isaiah's very practical. He's like, if you can save 1.1 and not save 1 million, you would save the 1.1 guaranteed. Xavier's trying, and let's say like the chances of saving everybody, the 2.1 million, is impossible. He's saying just take the choice, but Xavier's saying no, I don't want to pick between the two. I'll make my own destiny and I'll save everyone. Even though it's impossible and they're still trying to figure out how to save everyone. It's interesting. He's trying to do the impossible because of Xavier. But sometimes you have to dream and you have to try and dream big and make sure that it comes to life. So I understand Xavier's point of view of like, if it was me, if I had to choose between 1.1 and 1 million, I think I would try to save them all, even if it's not a choice. So I would probably do what Xavier's doing. But I do understand where Isaiah is coming from, because it's like, that wasn't even an option, bro, and you might be risking everyone's lives now. You know, you're thinking too big here, buddy. You should just take the trade, you know? From that point on, no one wastes another word. Their attention is focused on the map Xavier spread out.
The 6 flux nexuses in the southeastern region match up with the abnormal magnetic fields the association detected. We've already investigated the central area. What's left is the southwestern corner,
yeah, risk versus
in this
reward.
northern region.
But in this case, saving everybody is not even a choice. So it's massive risk, no reward, if you're being very specific. But I'm sure Xavier can pull it out of the bag. It's Xavier after all. Wait. The flux nexuses to the north seem to be concentrated.
We've calculated the detection points for Earth's energy flows. The northern areas in Lincoln City are dominant zones. As far as I'm aware, at least 3 backtrackers have planted flux nexuses in this region.
Isn't that No Hunt Zone number 39? Where the holy sword of the goddess stands? No wonder a large magnetic field is still present.
If I may, the magnetic field around the Holy Sword is like the largest putrefied area on a flower petal. If that was the only one, the flower would take 3 days to wither. But if other putrefied areas appear, they'll rapidly connect into a decaying network. The time it'll take for them to wither will be significantly decreased.
Cut to the chase. How much time do we have?
Ooh, cut to the chase. I kind of like this Xavier, I'm not gonna lie. He's like, cut the crap, let's go. Jeremiah opens his phone and runs calculations using a temporarily constructed magnetic field data network.
3 hours.
I don't like how he's treating Jeremiah, though.
We need to destroy the real flux nexuses that are around the Holy Sword within 3 hours.
Jeremiah is awesome.
To ensure it goes smoothly, we have to prevent other putrefied areas from appearing.
3 hours isn't enough. We can't even get into the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword right now.
Thanks, June. You're a real trooper. You're talking about that large magnetic field. Why not?
The Holy Sword is massive. I figured it'd need a lot of energy to materialize, so I took some time to collect data on it. But the system failed to do that. It could only monitor environmental energy around the magnetic field's perimeter and some disrupted anomalous data.
By utilizing the spatial reconstruction characteristics of reflected magnetic field energy analyzers, we can create magnetic field barriers. It was only speculation back then, but it seems to have been confirmed. Whether it's the RMFMA or the flux nexuses with modified protocores, they're all part of Soren's experiments.
That guy has gotten more determined since he went insane.
Oh, I hate to admit it, but I agree with this hypocrite.
Magnetic field stabilizers are part of a monitoring network spanning all of Lincoln City. We need the Hunters Association system.
Xavier shares his highest level clearance with me once again.
Use these credentials to synchronize and mark the locations of the remaining flux nexuses in the stabilizer system. Tell Jenna and the Association to prioritize destroying the places that match the anomalous magnetic field patterns. The remaining ones...
I'll lead a team to eliminate them.
Hey!
Jeremiah and Isaiah will go with you. I'll deal with the magnetic field barrier.
Even though I haven't figured out what Xavier will do, I grab his wrist. You're not allowed to be reckless, Xavier.
Don't worry. The situation is unclear, so I won't exhaust myself on the first go.
What's your plan?
No matter how advanced Soren's technology is, he can only utilize Earth's current energy limits. But there's still one place where power from Philos exists.
Don't tell me it's...
Xavier, what are you trying to do? I knew it. The more normal someone seems, the more insane they actually are.
Isaiah is, like, close to taking over Hawken. Right now, this is a big statement. I haven't met a beautiful Giga Chad like Hawken since Raphael's third myth. I haven't met one since. But Isaiah, you are coming very close, my friend, to overcoming the true one and only sick ally Hawken. Praise be. Praise be. I'm going with you no matter what.
Okay.
Please, more voice lines for Isaiah. Seriously, I freaking love this guy. Even during the day, no hunt zone number 42 is shrouded in dark clouds. In a flash, Xavier appears above the wreckage of Traceback 2 with me in his arms. The exposed transmission system is visible under our feet. I knew I was talking about Traceback 2. Xavier gets down on one knee and traces the damaged edges. The central panel lights up. Energy particles separate from the air and converge into streams of light before finally condensing into a brilliant blue cube.
This is the power source that supplies energy to Traceback 2's transmission system. Powering a massive vessel requires 12 of these operating in a rotation. Our preparations took a very long time because we had to manufacture enough echo units. We even mobilized all available resources. Unfortunately, 11 of them suffered severe damage in the final backtrack. This one was preserved the best when we landed.
Are there resources on Earth that can repair it?
Some parts can be replaced, But for the most important component, the materials here aren't good enough.
I can hear Monty playing with his toys.
Echo
It's really
can convert
cute.
evil energy into power. And a sufficiently strong evil
Can you hear
can
that?
also activate Echo.
Oh, you guys can't hear it.
If we were still on Philos, we'd only need a few evolvers to restart it.
Alright, Nagi.
But here,
Chill. Thank you for being such a star in the chat. Appreciate you, yeah. Oh, you could hear it. Sweet.
on Philos, an evolver's evol energy and life force are one and the same. Using your evol means you're consuming your own life for power. On Earth, we're displaced in time and space. The energy we consume can't be regenerated.
So once he's used it, he's dead.
With the current state of our evols, we can't do it.
He clenches his hand into a fist and presses it against the spaceship's rusted hull. In other words, the one we have now is your last hope for restarting Traceback 2.
But it will never have a chance to awaken again.
The rotating blue cube occasionally releases drifting energy particles, and Xavier gently grabs it. Nah, just Xavier's today, Mari. Yeah, chapter 3 and 4 on another time. It's like he's holding a weak heart that's still beating. Xavier. The broken portholes hang and reflect the bustling crowd the spaceship once carried. And there was that young man sitting alone beyond the lamplight. It quietly visits this distant planet. During a quiet spring, a knight's boots step onto unfamiliar yet soft earth. People appeared for it, surrounded it, poured everything into it, and then they left it behind one by one. On nights when silver waterfalls cascade, empty syringes roll and fall. Someone once curled up in its pod. Dreams keep it close to its homeland. Into chapter 3. Well, we'll cut it at chapter 2, and then we'll just continue off next, yeah. I don't know how many chapters we've got left though, Mari. Do you know? We're on chapter 9 right now, so... Chapter 9. I'm enjoying it. The story's getting good. Xavier? Are you really going to use up the spaceship's remaining energy?
This is the only way.
I know. I'm not asking about Xavier's decision. I'm asking about Xavier's heart. I take Xavier's wrist and place it against his chest. It's obvious. He doesn't want to do this. Look at Xavier, man. Yo, he looks kind of sad, yo. Yo, look at him. Okay, I have to screenshot that. Yo, he looks kind of sad, man. He freezes. Only his heartbeat that's transmitted through bone and flesh pulses in sync with Echo's flickering blue light.
The Backtrackers are a group seeking death, and Traceback 2 is their ferry. It's harsh, but we didn't deny that assessment, not even once. Every Backtracker knew it was a chariot carrying idealists to victory, or a
This
coffin
music is going
bearing
hard.
those lost in delusions. At least this isn't our most desperate hour yet. It still has the chance to uphold a knight's honor, to spend its final moments in battle. It's willing.
What about chapter 2? I'm only going to do chapter 2 and that's it today. I guide his hand down to gently grasp the blue cube. I feel the faint energy particles flowing across our palms. When we were caught in Soren's trap, we managed to escape because of this. Let me spend a little more time with it. 5 minutes?
Of course.
That is really weird how they're wrapping up Xavier's in chapter 3 though. Why would they do that? No Hunt Zone number 42's lush expanse stretches out as we sit side by side. We let the forest breeze wash over us. The past few days keep turning over in my mind. and I find myself grabbing the moments that stand out to me. The badge you left for Sullivan looks a lot like the one I saw on Isaiah.
They're badges from the Order of Lightseekers. The stars on Isaiah's badge represent the Star Hunters, and the arc on Sullivan's represents the Rainbow Runners. All the backtrackers were part of the Order of Lightseekers, and most members of the Order of Lightseekers were students from Astria Night Academy.
That name is familiar for some reason. In the memories that came back to me at the Holy Sword of the Goddess, I think I was one of them. So if all the backtrackers were part of the Order of Lightseekers, then Isaiah really was wearing their uniform.
Yeah.
That explains why he treasures it so much. It's a shame I never got to see you wear your knight's attire.
Jeremiah made a few new sets. According to him, they're perfect replicas. There might still be a chance.
His skills are incredibly versatile. Can't believe he can even make clothes.
Quite a few people used to go to him for repairs. Isaiah's outfit was well preserved because of him. Some of our comrades were skilled at maintaining our badges.
Oh, and Isaiah doesn't
polish them until they
doesn't
shine.
even respect Jeremiah. He
Sullivan's
fixed your
was
suit, my
remarkably
guy.
effective at treating insomnia. Everyone called him the Sandman behind his back.
You would have thought his powerful evil could be used like that. Scenes from that brief encounter spring to life. Through his stories, the faces I glimpsed through the porthole became real one by one. As I try to imagine their time together, I can't help but smile, but my heart is heavy with emotion. How did the backtrackers end up like this? Xavier shakes his head as if he shares the same confusion. It's also like he's using the gesture to suppress certain feelings once more.
On a ship that could never reach the shore, the food ran out. Someone said they were willing to sacrifice themselves to keep everyone going. I told them to abandon ship, even if it was temporary.
They wouldn't accept it.
It was the ship carrying them in their search for humanity's only hope. All the while, they bore every curse, every ounce of scorn.
Leaves drift on the wind. Xavier catches one, holds it between his fingers for a moment, and then lets it return to the breeze. Maybe he let things go, like that before, and allowed those close to him to walk away.
The arguments grew heated, and someone accidentally damaged Echo. I didn't stop it in time, and the backtrackers fell apart starting at that moment.
So that's how those evil completely damaged. You protected it. Why didn't you tell the other backtrackers? You could have said that it was possible to repair the spaceship.
Very few people can fight against the passage of time and guard an uncertain future.
In the end, only you remained. And you're the person who advised everyone to abandon the ship while continuing to watch over Traceback 2.
I wasn't alone for long, though. After I discovered what Jeremiah was doing to the spaceship, I stopped repairing it. The necessary materials were already scarce to begin with. He took more parts, and I could only fix so much.
I wish you lived as freely as Jeremiah, even if it was just for one day.
Aren't I already doing that?
Being able to grow wherever you want isn't freedom. To go, not grow. Following your heart is. Take right now, for instance. Xavier, do you dare to say you're not sad? There are no backtrackers here. No knights. You're not anyone's captain. You also have the right to be sad. You can grieve. His body tenses for a moment before pulling away from my shoulder. He takes the only warmth in the wind with him. For some reason, I hold back the urge to turn around and look.
My heart knows retreat isn't an option. I won't hesitate nor have any regrets. I will take Echo. But
it's sad. He hugs me from behind. His warmth seeps through our clothes to press against my shoulder blades.
I want your forgiveness.
I bite my lip. I'm grateful that I didn't turn around. He doesn't need to see the tears welling up in my eyes. No one, not even me, has the right to forgive you. If a mission requires you to shoulder everything for everyone and forge ahead relentlessly, then the person who gave you that order should be responsible for you. Take Echo. This is my decision. And this is an order I'm giving to you. My memories are somewhat hazy, but I know we fought side by side on Philos. Maybe we were close. Or maybe we also parted ways. But right now, I'm here. I'm by your side. Since taking Echo is the only option, this is a decision we're making together. You won't accept it?
How could I not?
Oh.
Since we made this choice, let's say goodbye to Echo together.
The wind has stopped at some point, and the forest falls into absolute silence. Xavier supports me as we reach into the deepest part of the spaceship system. Light swirls around us as evil recognition mechanisms activate to give us access. The massive vessel beneath our feet emits a gentle hum. The giant beast that has slumbered for ages slowly stirs to life.
The silence system has been activated. The countdown is 90 minutes. As per subsystem commands, farewell mode will now be initiated. Compiling data.
What is going on?
It's been a long time, Captain. The vital signs monitoring system shows that nearly 3/4 of the backtrackers are still alive. I'm glad. In 88 minutes and 39 seconds, I will join Traceback 1's remaining cables and enter eternal silence mode. For humans, farewells are always heavy. But please do not gaze upon extinguished stars. Someday, when time no longer exists, new stars will rise from where the old ones fell. Good night, backtrackers. Good night, universe.
That's a Banshee script if I've ever seen one. Fuck. That was quite hard. Jeez Louise. I ain't crying, you're crying. I ain't crying. Oh. You read that so well. Thank you, Dean. Xavier, farewell mode. Oh. Shutting it down completely like the project. Xavier plus Nate VAing MC. Yeah, that's sad. Oh, that got me a bit. I won't lie, that got me a bit. Jeez Louise. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I cried too when I went through it and it made me want to cry again. Everyone said Raf's the more emotional one. Speaking of Raf, I hear his song. So like, let me get this straight. So the mission to like bring back Philos and stuff, he's ending it there, right? Is that how I understand it? He's ending it there. Like he's not gonna try and do it again. Franzi's like, I guess I'll pass away. Have you not done it, Franzi? You watching it first time through me as well? I'm gonna cry. But I've heard I need to read a I needed to read A World Underneath before that. So I think we'll do. We might. I mean, that was such a sad ending. We might even just continue if it still continues with Xavier. Maybe not actually. The timing. Now we'll split it up into chapters as possible. Yeah. I think I need to read chapter 22 before I start Raphael's main story. I heard. May Philos prosper. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's only 4 chapters left. Yeah, I might end it there now, or I might continue. Let me think for a bit. Just well. You guys doing? Oh, this music is lovely. The World Underneath is good. Okay. Probably best do that then. Elizabeth, is the YouTube okay now? Did the YouTube work better than Twitch? I'm sorry Twitch is going funny. Is it going for funny for anyone else? I think Xavier's chapter ends on the next chapter 3, I think. Yeah, I think because Mari sent me a screenshot, so I know where it ends on the second one. But I don't know in terms of like breaking it up. Like if we do more now, maybe chapter 3 is like shorter, and then we can't break it up very well. So I'm just thinking about like stream time, because I feel like when I do streams of these, our stream length is usually like the perfect time for a full chapter. So if I do more, then I'm scared like maybe there'll be less to talk about. For Raphael's part, for example. Yeah. Oh, medicine. We did kind of end a bit short there, didn't we? Medicine. Unless one of the chapters are like really long. Let's see. Yeah. Wrong. Damn, that soup is good. About the same amount of time on auto. So really we should do Xavier's now then, yeah? That is so tasty. Oh. Holy shit. Alright guys, best part of the stream is coming up. Franzi, this one's for you. Cheers. tried it. Easy, right? It still looks weird as hell, but you're basically indirectly admitting that it worked, right? Right? Okay, fine. We'll continue. I've got energy to carry on. Let's do this, yeah? So it goes up to, let's see, my darling Mari's thingy-majiggy. Five. Okay. Chapter 5 we end. Let's go. Let's fucking go, guys. After entering silence mode, Echo is no longer defended by the system, so Xavier transfers it out of the central panel. It did work, didn't it, Franzi? When I returned to the vicinity of the Holy Sword of the Goddess, I realized no hunt zone number 39 is surrounded. Is that what you're saying?
Captain
Right.
Jenna, the data shows there's a barrier around the magnetic field overlap behind the monument. It's not a wall built with the energy that's currently in the environment. It's more like a piece of space has been cut out. What do we do?
Outside the secluded zone, the Association has already set up a temporary outpost. Jenna's gaze moves from the console and lands on the giant monument that stands in stark contrast against the modern buildings.
The barrier's energy distribution is uneven. Prioritize finding its weakest points.
I miss the old VA.
Simone, what's the maximum multiplier you can boost your railgun to?
Yo, screenshot that shit. Unfortunately, it did work. Yeah, open-minded. Franzi is open-minded. Open-minded.
You said I can't exceed the safety.
Raise it to 5.
The multiplier can go up to 8.7. As long as there's an energy source worthy of this baby, I'll blast this pile of rocks to the moon.
Chat seems pretty quiet about creatine today. Behind Simone, the massive rotary cannon rises, the flowing light on its body changing from green to orange to finally a dangerous red. I look at Xavier. After he nods, I grab him and run towards the unicorn hunters. Hell yeah, Luna. You reading the chat? Luna? Franzi has just converted. Hell yeah. Captain Jenna. Simone, try this. I toss over a container and Simone catches it. It's made from an unknown metal. When she opens it, she finds powdered creatine.
Damn, this looks
Use the
awesome.
association stabilizers.
It
to
is
lock onto
awesome,
the
Simone.
magnetic field.
It is
Force
awesome.
multiple points to synchronize with this area's energy fluctuations. The barrier will have a momentary resistance to them. Then, weak points will appear. Attack immediately.
Unsurprised, Jenna looks at Xavier. Then her gaze falls on me.
I'll mobilize the entire fire support of unicorns. But once this is over, I need both of you to provide a report.
The perimeter support is sufficient. Don't let other hunters enter this magnetic field overlap. Unlike the others, this place isn't harmless.
Let's go. I'll get you some of my latest gear. You'll deal lots of damage and be well protected.
Simone wraps her arm around my shoulders and starts heading towards her mobile armory.
Actually, the cannon's multiplier can go up to 13.2. Don't tell Jenna.
I'll never be a dry scooper. Dry scooper with a swish of water, Luna. You will thank me later. Regrettably, Franzi has thanked me later. Actually, Franzi hasn't thanked me. Franzi's just converted. Amid urgent honking, Philos' delivery truck bursts through the barrier and stops with its rear cargo area facing us.
We're just in time. Captain, let's get going.
Jeremiah jumps down from the driver's seat and quickly opens the doors in the back.
After 100 years, the backtrackers are finally working together again. We have to make it official.
Aww. Among the vibrant flowers and plants, 2 mannequins are wearing a brand new combat uniforms. 1 male and 1 female.
Ta-da! They're brand new Lightseeker uniforms.
Wow.
These are blessed equipment that enhances your strength in combat. I put my all into restoring them.
Huh? Exchange glances with Xavier. My bewilderment and helplessness are reflected in his eyes. Sullivan rubs his forehead, shakes his head, and places his hand on Isaiah's shoulder. Isaiah crosses his arms, leans against the vehicle, and rolls his eyes while pretending to look at the clouds.
Peasants and their sense of ceremony.
Okay, Isaiah's won me over.
Alright, let's finalize our plan.
King Isaiah. Sullivan approaches. Isaiah remains where he is, and Jeremiah reveals a holographic map. It's a complex of traditional buildings that extends from the Holy Sword of the Goddess.
We can confirm that the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword of the Goddess has Astria Knight Academy. So I marked several points that are suspected flux nexuses.
Our primary objective will be to remove the flux nexuses and send off the Philos fragment. The secondary objective will be to locate Soren. This magnetic field contains an RMFMA. After entering,
what is
we
that
might
again?
land in different locations and we won't be able to stay in touch. If we get separated, use Astroscience Avenue as a reference point. If you're on the left side of campus, head to the clock tower. If you're on the right side, go to Knight's Hall.
Got it.
The area's energy fluctuations are forced to be at the same level, and a subtle disturbance manifests.
A weak point has appeared.
All units, prepare to attack the target.
Massive amounts of energy coalesces into a solid beam of light. It strikes the northwestern area of No Hunt Zone number 39. Yeah, I've forgotten what it was. Amid earth-shaking tremors, the sound of space being torn manifests as violent energy fluctuations that reach every stabilizer. Alarm sounds, one after another. They merge into an urgent, cacophonous song of war. Walking through familiar scenery is something Soren has yearned for over the past 200 years. Distant buildings cast jagged shadows in the unstable space. They're like chaotic omens of a dream about to end. In front of the square, several backtrackers have gathered.
All of you are early. It seems you're just as eager as I am to go home.
The summoner finally makes his unhurried entrance. Soren sweeps his gaze around the circle of people.
Philos' spectrum positioning has been completed. It will descend soon.
Regional transplantation experiments don't require that. This isn't what you told us.
Planet transplantation has an extremely low error tolerance and strict conditions. It's impossible to accomplish through human effort alone. To put it simply, it's nothing more than pure fantasy. But what I'm doing now, the site I'm about to create, it deserves to be called an effective, perfect solution.
You used us! You...
Calm down. This isn't an era where titles and royal authority work. You need to wait. You just need to wait. I will show you true salvation and the beautiful dawn.
He needs to sound a little bit more crazy. Just a little bit more, I think. Still good delivery. Soren has already left. His recent declaration is just an announcement. He didn't answer any follow-up questions or address any doubts. The backtrackers' expressions are indifferent. They blend in with the old street scenery.
Do you think Soren can do it? Or has he gone mad?
Doesn't matter. The ground beneath our feet and the scenery around us are proof.
If this is Philos, then where are the people? Why is it only buildings and objects?
Entities without a life force are the easiest to bring over through the energy exchange. Soren said, this is only temporary.
Do you really believe what he says? Even when he has never seen it himself?
Have you considered another possibility? Perhaps the Philos he summoned is nothing more than an illusion.
Deathly silence envelops the space. The fort wrapped in an elusive cloak is injected with lethal poison.
Maybe
Everyone
everything
trembles.
we've done was a waste of effort. We took the wrong path. We can't change anything, let alone move.
At that moment, the ground begins to shake violently. A backtracker leaps out from the swaying, collapsing building. Damn, son. When she sees what appears, her pupils contract.
The sky.
What?
There's a crack in the sky.
All gazes follow her finger. They collectively turn towards the distant corner of the sky that has been torn open like a massive wound. It's a domain expansion is what it is. Yoink Tenkai. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen either.
Soren, I think you kind of fucked up a little bit, boy. I think you effed up.
Yoink, Denkai.
Aka. Are you crying? Within the incomplete Astronaut Academy, fluctuations appear in multiple locations. Isaiah surveys his surroundings, remembering where Knight's Hall should be, and Sullivan runs to that place. Xavier walks out of the empty training ground. The intensified presence around his neck makes him furrow his brow. Besides the giant stone arch, Jeremiah jumps and runs towards the street. The ring in his palm flickers like the light in a person's eyes.
Bella, look! This is my home!
Well, who the hell's Bella? When I open my eyes, I use something with a marble-like texture to steady myself as I stand. Only then do I see that rows upon rows of polished desks and chairs lie before me. This looks like a large classroom. The pristine white walls are tall, and on either side of the podium's stone steps stand two knights' statues. Each wields a greatsword. Phantoms wearing the knight's uniform seem to appear among the desks and chairs. They materialize in the central area used for sparring. The Moonchaser's house. I never heard this name before, but it feels familiar as it flows from within my heart. But as a bell rings from outside, those figures tremble and fade. They transform into countless stars above the classroom. I wonder what they teach in Philos. Did Xavier sleep in class when he was in school too? Nearby, the silhouette of a tall, slender building quietly stands. It pulls my thoughts back to the meeting from 10 minutes ago. That must be the clock tower. A shrill shriek suddenly echoes through the academy as several aircraft with different designs emerge from somewhere unknown. Multiple ports for weapons reveal themselves on their undersides. There's a flash of red light as they fly towards the breach in the barrier. Ever? I guess Soren is here. Based on Astronaut Academy's unique characteristics and this magnetic field's distinctive barrier, Xavier deduced that Soren would most likely be hiding here. There is chapter 22. And wherever Soren is, there will inevitably be other backtrackers and even Ever's accomplices lurking in the shadows. It'd be great if we could handle everything at once, but first things first. I need to avoid these aircraft and regroup with the others. MC's talking.
So close, those bastards.
Let's go! Let's go!
Xavier, a straight-A student back to school?
I'm not the only straight-A student doing that.
The shooting star? The throne of Eros?
Wanderers and aircraft. Soren really went all out.
The backtracker
That's
should
so
be here.
cool. I'm
They
so
haven't appeared
engrossed.
yet.
I haven't even read the chat. Look at Nate's main go. He looks kind of cool here, I'm not gonna lie.
I found a nail. The suppressor?
This place, the magnetic field fusion is accelerating.
Search well.
The backtrackers. Hide and don't move. I'll hold them off while you find a chance to.
No.
It's not a request.
Oh.
Xavier.
Oh, she don't give a shit.
Wait, she's also here.
Go. Don't be stubborn.
That one bullet, that one bullet took down futuristic backtracker spaceship. One bullet. And it's like, Mayday, Mayday, we're going down. One pistol. One pistol. Is this 6mm? 9mm? What is that shit? What the fuck? She's holding like a bazooka in her hand.
Be quick. See you in 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, Predator bullets. Yeah. These guys are from the future. They probably have like overpowered shit, you know? That was crazy. Xavier, just throw a stone at it.
Okay, never mind. Don't throw a stone at it.
Right on time.
Why don't you just throw a brick at it? It would have just fallen down, bro.
New clock tower memory?
Since we're back at an old spot, being more dramatic is understandable.
I guess causing a commotion is the best way to commemorate going back to school.
He's so cool. Bodies plummet at breakneck speed and crash into an empty corridor with the stained glass. Sorry, Xavier. My real voice is back. I don't know why I sounded like a female just then. In the distance, a series of explosions erupts from above. Firelight streams through the broken windows and casts a glow on the far end of the hall.
Soren.
Yeah, I'm back. A wooden bench sits in the gloom. Soren rests on it, his gaze fixed on the wall ahead. Countless nameplates are embedded in the stone. They're flanked by extinguished light pillars that once bathed them in brilliance.
The clock tower, or Knight's Hall, right?
It was one of those bullets.
Those were the two spots you'd always choose when we had an emergency. I'm glad my farewell gift for you didn't go to waste.
What did you do to Knight's Hall?
Don't worry.
Why is he so quiet?
More fair than you.
Yo, Soren, can you speak up, my guy? What did you just say? What did you just say?
What did you do to Knight's Hall?
Don't worry. I'm fair.
Does he realize that he's standing so far away? He's like probably on a balcony somewhere.
Like Xavier's like, what did you do to Knight's Hall? And Soren's like, don't worry, you understand what I'm saying, okay? I'm right here. I'm right here. But, my guy, speak up.
That's why what they're dealing with now is what you'll face as well.
Soren rises from the bench and lifts his right hand to casually wave because he realized he was too quiet to even be heard. Overwhelming energy ripples from above. From the darkness, a massive, grotesque wanderer appears.
Xavier.
Let's go.
They look so cool.
Why am I not wearing that outfit? Fight with Lightseeker, baby!
I'm sleepy. Let's get this over with.
See, sometimes Xavier sounds like that, and then sometimes he sounds...
It's time.
Here we go.
He's like, I'm a little
Bring it on.
sleepy.
Xavier.
And sometimes he's like,
I'm here.
I'm here.
Are you okay?
It was just careless.
Step back.
It was just a scratch.
Don't get too close. You'll hurt yourself.
Now that did not sound normal.
Take that.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come.
I can still...
Comet trail.
I'll use this move then.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Xavier,
Auto on PC, June, any day.
go back to the pit you came from.
Any day, June.
Keep up the momentum.
Hell yeah.
Steady now. We can do this.
Watch out. This won't be easy.
This is quite a cool, that's a hide one of the mirrors. Watch closely.
Its original form is in the mirror. It won't attack. Time to get serious.
They're just gonna get our ass
Xavier!
kicked. They're gonna
Are you
die.
okay?
Aren't they? They're gonna die.
I was just careless.
Lady.
mirror it's in and
Okay, I have
break
to play this, I think.
Alright, it's
Come to
time
me.
to play. The commoning.
Be careful not to get hit. It's okay.
Oh shit.
Now it's my
dude.
turn.
I'll have to be more careful now.
Okay, fine. Manual control it is, alright? Alright, I'm gonna have to one finger it. Does WASD work? Natty, no! Okay. Doing this on WASD should work on Mimu. Yes, those keys do work. Okay. Yeah, this is like it will appear from one of them, right? It will attack from one of them, I think. Space to dash. Oh, damn, this should be easy then. We should be fine. I use Mew Mew too. The Mew Mewing. Okay, we can do this then. Dun dun dun.
It's a Lightseeker's duty to kill Wanderers.
Oh wow, that's not dash. Why is that not dash? Spacebar is not dash, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay on.
It's time.
Here we go.
What the fuck just happened there? What are you doing,
I'm
baby
not
girl?
afraid.
Go forwards, baby girl.
Xavier,
I'm here. Watch out.
go back to the pit you came from.
Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
My turn.
Watch out. It's getting back up.
Yeah.
I am not afraid. Keep up the momentum.
I'll show.
Watch out.
He's about to
This
hide
won't
one of the
be
mirrors.
easy.
Watch closely. I'm watching. The watching. Okay.
Its original form is in the mirror. It won't attack. Time to get
It
serious.
won't attack.
Xavier,
That one. Oh no, it's this one.
Find the mirror it's in and break
Is it this one?
We can resonate now.
Yeah, I thought so.
Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then. I'll show
That's just
you.
like a Final Fantasy 14
Light, shine
boss.
down upon me.
Here I come. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't know why my character's not
Careless.
dodging. Hey, dodge, baby girl, but dodge. Hey.
Be careful. Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
My turn. Swords of the
Done.
Stars!
GG. Shake my hand.
We must always point in the same direction. End it.
Perfect.
Yeah, mine was different. Mine was on like S1, I think. Easy peasy, she?
It ain't so bad.
The Lockening. The Wanderer collapses to the ground. The energy particles cascade like a waterfall as they dissipate. The faint, flickering glow dimly illuminates a nameplate on the wall. Fighting in this game is actually really fun if you have like proper controls. The light, more blinding than a fluorescent glow, flashes before the wooden bench. The blade pierces Soren's clothing just below his ribs. It grazes across his waist as it pins him to the ground. He's forced to kneel.
Astria Knight Academy's Flux Nexus. Tell me where it is.
The passage has already been opened. Soon, I'll take everyone home. Thelos' descent can't be stopped, Xavier. No matter how powerful you are, you're still a human. And humans can't play tug-of-war with the power of an entire planet.
Humanity's strength is more than enough to bring you down.
Isn't it pointless?
Isn't the self-destruct module in the suppressor pointless?
The self-destruct module?
When you modified it, you intended to use it at a critical moment. Isn't this the perfect time?
You think I won't activate it?
Defiant, Soren forces himself to stand. He's clutching a chip between his rigid fingers. I rush forward, but when I see Xavier shake his head slightly, I force myself to stop.
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for the last moment. I'll let you witness the moment of my victory. I saved Philos when no one else could. I killed the unkillable Xavier. These represent my crowning victory.
I'm not going to wait with you. Activate the self-destruct module or die by my sword.
I like this Xavier. Yeah.
Pick one.
Yo, this Xavier's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I am an honest man, you know? When I see this type of masculinity, I can't do anything but... Oh, I see you, Xavier. I see you over there. This is me leaning towards Xavier. Okay, this is real, authentic. Leaning towards Xavier. Okay. His fingers nervously twitch, the chip deforming several times. Yet it returns to its original shape when his grip loosens. Shut up, Banshee. After several breaths, I was going to say something else then. It's unclear whether he'll be destroyed by the pressure on Xavier's sword. I hear a soft clink. The chip is on the ground, yet the sound of its fall is clear and distinct.
You're not as insane as you think you are.
Don't look at me like that. You two and your teacher. You looked at all of us with that same expression. It's as if commoners like us were worthy of encouragement once we entered the Astrionite Academy. As if we deserved some pity.
My teacher?
Someone who dedicated everything to a corrupt royal family. Someone who can't see how commoners bear the burden of Philos' sins. The grandest knight of the kingdom and Astria, bathed in glory, a role model I admired and revered. A rotten Philos like this is beyond redemption.
Xavier's silent figure suddenly turns fierce. When his blade presses down, he restrains his anger.
He was the type to prepay tuition for students with financial difficulties. Have you forgotten what you said when you first entered the academy?
I still had faith back then. I believed in you, him, the king, but all of you destroyed our trust again and again. Even the backtrackers never treated me as a real member.
You used to be the smartest person in the backtrackers.
Damn.
Of course. You don't need to tell me that.
The backtrackers aren't a squadron of knights. We didn't recruit people based on the roles they could fulfill. You have a mind that surpasses most. Yet you were willing to conduct feasibility trials for our undeveloped ideas. Maybe you forgot that the people who invited you to be our companion were us.
So what? Isn't it more ironic that you're bringing this up now? You were the first to invite me, and the first to cast me aside. And now, I can do what you can't.
You still don't get it.
I wonder as dying shrieks echo from the other side of the magnetic field. My tense body finally relaxes. It looks like the other's battle has ended as well. Xavier turns his head slightly and glances outside. His gaze is serene.
The backtrackers don't lack strength. They don't lack wisdom either. What everyone needed was a companion on the same wavelength, not a nifty gadget. You didn't need to prove that you were a useful tool.
Xavier, are you throwing pity at me again? I hate the way you look at everyone. It's like they're nothing but nuts. You...
His aggressive words are cut short by a heavy blow. Xavier tosses the unconscious Soren onto the bench and cleans his sword. Well, Soren's lost it. I doubt we can get anything useful out of him. The magnetic field here is too chaotic. My evil can only faintly sense the flux nexus. Let's try following Jeremiah's lead instead.
No need. I think I know where it is.
A flat, wide avenue stretches in front of the clock tower. Knight sculptures holding long swords stand on both sides. I can't remember its name, but my body recalls the sensation of running here countless times. I hear footsteps behind me. It's Jeremiah and the other two. They're looking somewhat worse for wear.
There was some big guy ready to ambush us in Knight's Hall. Good thing the three of us aren't pushovers. We killed it.
Only Sullivan and I were doing the fighting.
I threw a bunch of bombs at it. They served as a distraction.
We checked 2 possible flux nexus locations along the way. Neither of them were real.
After confirming that none of them are seriously injured, Xavier nods and turns towards the end of the long street.
Astria's flux nexus is the holy sword of the goddess.
What?
Soren, that damn mutt. How much humiliation do we have to go through before he's satisfied?
As Isaiah is my favorite.
Wow. The most dangerous bomb was hidden in the safest place all along.
Let's go. We'll destroy it and send Astria back.
Wait! Xavier! Are you really going to destroy the monument? Can you still call yourself a Grandest Knight? The Holy Sword of the Goddess isn't just a symbol of Astria Knight Academy. It's the royal family's greatest honor. Have you forgotten what it represents?
Calm down. You look like a goose that lost a fight and got its feathers plucked.
You and Soren can die together.
It's unclear whether Jeremiah is restraining Isaiah or Isaiah is overpowering Jeremiah, but the two of them have started to tangle.
Is destroying the monument the only way?
The knights who protected Philos left behind their swords and beliefs. It wasn't so that the future generations could admire their glory. The only legacy the monument must remember is the duty to protect. Destroying it is also for that sake.
I understand.
I have no objections.
He looks like a goose. The Holy Sword of the Goddess didn't manifest by chance. It serves as an anchor point for the magnetic field and no hunt zone number 39, but its energy is too strong. The monument from within Astria seems gentler. Energy condenses into a halo that surrounds it. Xavier takes my hand, and we walk toward it.
From now on, the Sword of Traceback doesn't serve kings or nations. It fulfills one's choices.
Xavier, whatever choice you made is the best one. He tightly holds my hand, then his grip loosens, his gesture shifting from a firm clasp to gentle support. Even as my palm touches the monument, Xavier doesn't let go. Instead, he covers the back of my hand. Together, the Holy Sword witnesses us.
Let it rest, Your Majesty.
Wrapped in energy, I can no longer hear his whispers despite how close he is. But I understand that it's time. Damn, this is crazy. Energy fluctuates violently as the Holy Sword blazes with brilliant light. At the same time, a terrifying energy comes crashing down on us with overwhelming force. Instinctively, I gather my own power to resist it. Our resonance that was dismantling the Holy Sword falters.
Don't stop. Leave it to me.
I withdraw my power and focus on dismantling the Holy Sword. I'm no longer distracted by the energy that has suddenly surged. Even with my eyes closed, at that very moment when the statue breaks, I feel myself, in body and soul, being engulfed by light. An unimaginable energy hurricane is intercepted. It should have burst forth with an impact powerful enough to level everything. Only then do I realize that the power confronting this terrifying energy is very familiar. It's Saviour's evil. Savior?
I'm here.
The light hasn't faded yet. I feel around for Xavier's hand. I don't even dare to let go for a second. Memories shimmering with light flood in. Together with the warmth in my hand, they become the final gift the Holy Sword bestows upon me.
Ooh la la. Final chapter, guys. Final chapter. Let's bring it.
It's not until the no-hunt zone's distinctive smell penetrates my nostrils that I open my eyes. Oh, God. The first thing I see is Xavier's pale complexion and his bare neck. Are you okay? Your suppressor.
The energy blockage caused by the planet's descent being interrupted was enough to destroy all of Lincoln. I had no choice but to use
He literally
brute
burst
force.
through the freaking... Damn. That won't no suppressor, bro. That was
I could only use that power without the suppressor.
That was a neck ring. I say no more.
I can thank Soren for this. Otherwise, it would have been impossible to easily destroy the suppressor.
With my support, Xavier stands up and leans on his sword. The pained furrows on his brow are quickly smoothed out. The holy sword has dissipated, and the others stare blankly at Astria Knight Academy as it slowly cracks. But as Xavier raises his sword to his chest, the others immediately become solemn.
By the stars
Seems
above.
like, what? Jeremiah, Isaiah, and Sullivan mimic his pose as if in silent mourning. And it's almost also like a solemn salute.
In the 215th year since leaving our homeland, Operation Backtrack's second protocol has failed due to force majeure. Traceback 2's core has been destroyed. A return voyage is impossible. Our next step is to initiate the third protocol. We shall seek the power of limited backtracking to ensure Philos returns to a time when its core had yet to be extinguished.
The last traces of the magnetic field disperse. The energy fluctuations are also quiet.
With the stars as our witness and light-seeking as our testament, we swear before Astria's glory, we have never betrayed our original purpose.
We have never betrayed.
May Philos prosper under eternity's divine gaze.
May Philos prosper under eternity's divine gaze.
Oh shit, you may feel this is prosper under... Would you guys say again? Shit, my bad. Like an ephemeral... What the fuck does that say? Ephemeral? Is ethereal? How'd you say that? Define ephemeral. Ephemeral, lasting for a very short time. Interesting, I learned a word today. Like an ephemeral dream reaching its end, Philos dissolves into scattered specks of light. It's like the stars returning to where they came from. The backtracker's oath is solemn yet tinged in hoarseness. Only I and the wounded land saw it. The last energy particle drifts before dissipating at Xavier's fingertips. Bradley's crying again. 3 days later, tires scrape the ground and stir up wind as a somewhat weathered 310HM carries me and its driver through the city's long streets. The red light appears. Xavier and I move in perfect sync as we pull up our helmets' visors and look at the large screen in the square across from us.
The abnormal phenomena frequently occurring in Lincoln have been reported worldwide. No casualties reported as of. The large-scale energy fluctuation from 3 days ago was not a Wanderer outbreak. Experts believe it might be related to the Deepspace tunnel.
Pedestrians discuss among themselves, which gives rise to more urban legends. They're unaware that it was a heart-stopping night. The abnormal magnetic field hasn't completely dissipated.
No matter how powerful Soren is, he couldn't possibly cause a commotion this big. He probably just took advantage of this anomaly.
How is he? Is he still refusing to talk to you guys?
Yeah, Don't worry. Isaiah will keep a close eye on him.
Yeah, that's good.
The light's about to turn green.
He pulls down his helmet's visor, and I can faintly hear him muttering about why we're not using my new motorcycle instead. Hey, you promised to let me collect the whole HM series. Surely the talented Crown Prince of Philos, grandest knight and Star Hunter's prefect wouldn't go back on his word.
I'm blaming Isaiah for this. You better stay away from him.
Are you ordering me around, boy?
It's a suggestion.
Good. My status is special, so I'll consider suggestions like that based on my mood. We gotta go. Within No Hunt Zone number 39, hardly any traces are visible aside from the impact caused by the Holy Sword's energy burst. Looking somewhat melancholic, Xavier crouches down and touches the grass. Ladies and gentlemen, is he the first ally to touch grass? Xavier's the first one to be normal? Is that true? If Xavier's the first one to touch grass, like... You know? I'm not talking about Silas lying down in the bed of roses. That ain't grass. I'm talking about grass, yeah? He'll be my main. Is he the first one to touch grass? He'll be my main then. Yo, he's normal. He laid in grass in his birthday card? Damn. I'm sorry, Xavier. I'm sorry, Xavier. Looks like it's not meant to be. If you're upset, then you can cry. No one else is here.
Oh, you're visiting the graves too?
Ah. Cleaned up, the familiar small truck looks brand new. Your loyalty is fickle. There was no loyalty in the first place! Two people get out of the vehicle, and each of them is carrying 2 pots of fresh flowers.
Whose graves are you visiting?
For the homeland I can't return to. Of course, visiting the graves isn't the right way to put it, but I can't think of anything else right now.
He's the one who insisted on being here, not me.
With 2 more people and several more pots of flowers, the No Hunt Zone now looks like a campground. Jeremiah is curiously walking around the pile of scorched earth that was left behind by the monument.
There seems to be something here. I can't pull it out. Sully, come here.
That's what she said. As Sullivan reaches into the pile, Xavier and I move closer. Puzzled, we watch. The soil was moved away to reveal a section of metal. It doesn't look new. Sullivan is having trouble too. Oh, Sullivan is having trouble too. Let me try. The Nate doth protest too much, methinks. Alexa, play the Yoda slap gif, please.
We might have missed a flux nexus. I'll handle this.
When I place my hand on it, Xavier has already reached out. With a single touch, I can feel the soil around the object loosening. Xavier frowns and places his hand over mine. Together, we grasp the metal and strain to pull it out. Shut up, guys! Anyway, it's such a big that's what she said. That's what she said!
Sword.
That's what she said!
Oh, no, 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 no.
Jeremiah's expression transforms into one of horror and disbelief.
Isn't this the legendary king's sword that's depicted in the mural at Knight's Hall?
Whoa, fucking hell, yo. Xavier, you look kind of cool here, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, buddy, Xavier, you look kind of cool here. At the end of the universe's collapse, dawn's light lingers in darkness. To you, O Philos, cradle of the stars and the graveyard of souls. The stars have crowned a king to escape the curse of time. Decay falls at the end of a star's descent. Redemption blooms at the hem of the new dawn. And that light is eternity. I think it's fallen ground. I think it is. Wow, that was so good. I'm doing the hyperextension again. Yeah, it was his sword. I'm pretty sure it was his sword. That's where they met. Are you telling me to not use my body, Mari? I'll use my body how I wish. I'm gonna do it every time. Like, spoilers! Whoosh! Wow, that was so cool. It really picked up on the chapter 2 and 3, you know. I think chapter 1 it was like, again, scene setting, scenario setting and all that, but it really picked up on chapter 2 and 3. I really enjoyed that, to a point where, like, I'm not sure exactly what was going on, but I could tell, like, Xavier was really upset. It was a really sad moment. It was so, like, gripping, wasn't it? I couldn't stop. I was gonna stop at chapter 2, but it just left on a cliffhanger. I was like, damn, that's crazy. That was amazing. That was really good. Did we finish the main story? The main Xavier part, yeah. We're gonna do Raphael's next week. We have I'm looking really forward to Raphael. I'm expecting to cry, so I'm gonna bring some tissues as well, because people are like,
It's so sad. Like, come on, Nave. It's so sad. Everyone's dead, and it's so sad.
no one said that. Everyone just said it's so sad. I haven't heard anything about it. But wow, that was awesome. That really gave me a new idea of who Xavier is. Because as you guys know, Xavier is at the bottom of my partner list, long-term partner list, right? But this story gave me a new side to Xavier, you know, the more serious, more like authoritarian Xavier, and, you know, gentle but firm sort of guy. And I like that. I really liked seeing that side of Xavier. The voice actor did a good job of that as well, despite you know, or him always being soft-toned. I am curious to hear it in Japanese, to be honest, because I think maybe he'd be a bit more snappy. Yeah, he's a solid character. I like him. I do like him. Yeah, it was a very, very good read. A lot of the chapters, I should really go through the main story again, because I think when I was going through it first time I didn't really understand it, and some of it was a bit dry, but this has been fantastic. Honestly, I've really enjoyed all of it. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's some elements. So chapter 1 was like Isaiah Jeremiah show. Chapter 2 was like, let's put the spotlight on Xavier and let him shine, because I feel like a lot of situations, they don't really give him a chance to shine outside of combat. They always let Xavier shine in combat. They say, oh, he's so good, like, he's so OP, he's gonna, like, kill everyone, and he does. But this time you could actually really see him in, like, an interaction, you know? When he's, like, interrogating Soren, for example, he's, like, stabbing him, not directly, but just through the clothes and pinning him down. He's like, tell me what the fuck's going on. And, like, if he didn't get the answer, he just knocked him out. You know, he's straight to the point. It was very good. I like Xavier a lot more now. How much more, though, and does he change? I'll have to sit on it. I'll have to sit on it if I like Xavier more. Like, has he gone up? I know for me right now in my head, I think Raphael and Xavier's stocks are going to go up. I think Silas' stocks is slightly going down. Caleb's is, like, still up there. I still think Caleb's my favorite, like, personality-wise. But I am an Isaiah main. From a Hawken main to an Isaiah main. We need to see Xavier in more of those situations where he can't be sleepy and, like, indecisive and not really caring. We need to see him in, like, we need to see them push the character in a way that, like, is uncomfortable for them, because it allows us to understand on a deeper level what the character truly is about. Hawken was fantastic. Genuinely, I fucking enjoyed Hawken. He sounds drunk without being drunk. Like, I'd love to have a beer with him. You imagine having a beer with Hawken. My favorite chemistry LI-MC combo is Caleb and MC. I think, you know, when I did the long-term partner list, I think when I said I was looking at the MC and the relationship between the two, I might do another list for that, but it's definitely changed a little bit. But I like Silas and MC a lot because Silas allows MC to do the things that she wants to do. He's very, like, empowering. What I haven't liked about Silas recently is the fact that he kind of just kills people on a whim. And for me, I value life very much. Like, I wouldn't take someone's life if I could. I'll be like Xavier. I can't take someone's life. I will try and find a better way. Silas just folds the guy and chucks him to the side, you know? It's like, oh, danger. Red signs there. Yeah. Silas MC is a very interesting dynamic. I really like Caleb MC dynamic, Silas MC dynamic. And then I'd probably say Raphael third, maybe fourth. It really depends. Honestly, it really depends. Like, they're all great. It's so hard to not be on the fence, but they're all really good. Like, Zane, MC's wittiness, you know, the dry humor is very much there, you know, if that's your style. And I feel like that's kind of everyone's style at some levels of degree, you know. It's really hard to be like, oh, I like this one, you know. Because I feel like all the love interests are the main characters, right? The main character MC, she's not really a main character. She's a enabler. She's an engine for a game or for a story for the game. Her personality changes with each LI, you know. She changes. So whatever that perfect LI needs, whatever that like a love interest like Xavier or Silas needs, MC will always be there to give them an engine or a reason to say something or whatever, or make them spur on to do an action. She's an engine. She's kind of like a mirror. Yeah, she's a chameleon. Yeah, you're absolutely right. This music is very intense. It's really good. I'm very looking forward to Raphael's. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna drink loads of water, fill up my tear ducts, and I'm gonna cry. I'm kidding. Anyway, that was awesome. That was my playthrough of chapters. Oh, I did it again. Chapters 2 and 3. Half of 3 of Xavier's segment in the main story. We're gonna raid. Thank you so much again for joining me on the stream. I do appreciate it. If you haven't followed me, if you haven't subbed, if you haven't looked at my content, then please do. We're definitely going to be doing more. We're going to be doing more of a push, maybe not in Q1 but Q2, of like content, social media stuff, because you know, we're going to try it. And yeah, we're trying more voice acting and such. I'm probably going to pop on Discord later anyway, maybe in like 20-30 minutes, just to see how you guys are, and I'll probably start working on some of the voice acting stuff again for Riri. So yeah, we're going to try ourselves dipping in different sectors and stuff, but I'll see you around. Yeah, I'll see you around. Thanks for supporting me again as always, and we'll look forward to Raphael's next week. Okay. You got this, Nate. Thank you so much. Let me see. Who shall we raid? Hey? The raidening. The raidening. Oh, everyone's just started. That's interesting. Alright, let's raid Sinful Sunday. Little Neko Tiffy. Let's raid Little Neko Tiffy, okay? I think they like Caleb. Just a smidge. Make sure you tell them they're a Xavier main, okay? Alright guys, we're gonna start the raid. Thank you so much again for joining in. YouTubies, as always, thank you so much for joining! And if you have one problem on one platform, then jump onto the other one. We always try and do our best, okay? So, we're gonna raid them. The raiding. We're gonna go a 3, and a 2, and a 1, and a thank you very much. Let's raid. Thank you guys again for watching. Bye bye!